old George Carlin joke. It's the famous joke. It's like, the rich people make all the money, pay none of the taxes. The middle class pay all the taxes, do all the work, and the poor are there to scare the shit out of the middle class, keep them showing up to those jobs. What they want to, what they, and they, I mean just sort of the global elite and the mainstream media, they want to keep that narrative going because it keeps them in power. It keeps ratings high on the media. I mean, dude, fucking no one gave Donald Trump any credit for. And listen, I'm not a fan of his, but no one gave me any credit for getting the hostages back after October 7th. Right. It's like, well, fucking hell, man. Like, that was the right thing to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's one of those things. Like they just want you pecking at each other. Yeah. Because as long as you're fucking chattering, they can keep reporting on this shit. Yeah.
And they can keep distracting you by getting you guys chattering against each other instead of seeing what they're actually doing.
Of course.
Like, listen, say what you want about the guy. I see, but I consider myself more right, like right, but I feel like I'm more in the middle. Like I lean right, but I'm in the middle. Like
Christian, I think if you as an just like myself, you're a classic Republican. I'm a classic Democrat. You're an 01 Republican, which makes you now a rhino, and I'm an 01 Democrat, which makes me now a Nazi. Yeah. Which is ridiculous. Just because you actually believe in the ideals of conservatism. Some of them, right? Yeah. And I believe in some of the fundamental ideas of progressive thought. I don't believe in liberalism. Yeah. It's like, yeah, I should be able to say a man is not a woman because that's a biological fact. Exactly. That doesn't mean I don't believe that men who want to live the life of a woman don't have the right to do that.
You can do it. You can do it. Just say what you are. You're a man living as a woman.
How else are you going to get hormones? Exactly. Biologically, if you want to live as a woman and you're a man, you have to get hormones. Yeah. So you have to agree that biologically you're a man. Exactly. But to say that you're not biologically a man would blow apart your whole argument. Exactly.
And I also believe in your body, your choice. But let's call a spade a spade. You are killing a person with abortion. But again, that is your body, your choice. Of course, I don't agree with it, but it's not my thing. My thing is let's debate about how many months, how many weeks. Yeah. Like when is it viable? Yeah. Let's get back to brass tacks. Literally. If it could breathe outside of the womb, then you can abort it. Honestly,
listen, can we debate 16, 20 weeks? Yeah. 12 weeks? It's not like, as soon as conception happens. Yeah. It's like, really? I mean, you know how many so every miscarriage is a murder. Yeah. By the hard right.
Definition,
yeah. Yeah, like the Alabama right.
Like, well, you should have been able to keep it alive.
So everyone has a miscarriage to be put in jail in Alabama, which is preposterous.
Insane. Yeah. For sure.
But also, if ectopic pregnancies happen all the time where the baby develops in the wrong part of the womb, and the woman and the child can die.
Yeah, and it has to be done.
It's you have to abort that baby because that woman wants to have more babies.
Of course, and then that's when I'm not against that. Like obviously,
that's what I'm saying. You're pragmatic.
Exactly.
You're living in the real fucking world, and not in this black or white. There's gray. It's like there's exceptions to every rule.
There's nothing is black and white anymore. And also, I'm against abortion unless it's for me. Then I'm like, okay, then we can kind of see where we're going here. Like,
well, I've said that about Donald Trump. I mean, there's a guy who ended Roe v. Wade, but got about 4 or 5, 6 in before. I mean,
kind of cool.
How many abortions do you think Donald Trump was a part of? Over under 3. I'm going over.
You think only 3?
I'm setting the over under. I think he's
from
over.
his entire life. Oh yeah,
I think he's at about 6 or 7.
We don't even know about. Definitely more.
Oh, we know. I'm sure he's had many.
I'm saying at least 15. 15 for sure. The guy's or at least 15 scares at least.
Yeah,
people he could have never even met. Be like, listen, like I know, like, we had sex like that. He'd be like, all right, here, take 50 grand. Never mention this again. Like the guy has had money for his majority of his adult
whole life.
Yeah,
his whole life.
So I feel like it's kind of like the Charlie Sheen thing. Charlie Sheen has been like broke because of all the scandals he had to go through.
I mean, he's made money and lost. He's made and lost more money and made it again.
I know.
We can ever imagine.
He's made so much money, and then like so many people every week coming out of the woodwork, scamming him, being like, "Oh, like we have videos." Like, he said it in the documentary, like where he was like scamming. He's like, "We have videos of you, so like we're gonna release this unless you pay us $3 million." He's like, send it. I don't give a fuck.
Well, I mean, that's the nice thing about being shameless. Yeah. Which cool. Donald Trump also has. Yeah, it's hard to shame a man who's shameless. No shame.
That guy doesn't give a fuck. That's why I kind of respect him a little bit.
Well, that's the thing about him. I feel like even. even some of my most liberal friends can at least respect that. It's like he always tells you what he's up to.
He's unapologetically
a piece of shit
himself.
But he is telling you what's up. He lies about what has happened, but he never lies about what he wants to do.
Yeah.
And that's the truth. Like, cause he telegraphed this whole Iran thing.
Yeah.
But he'll lie about the 2020 election.
Oh, for sure.
He lies about the past, but tells you the truth about what he's doing in the future.
Yeah. It's hilarious. It's like he comes up with the whole narrative. No, that's not how it happened. We all know how it happened.
Yeah, we know.
But he's like, no, you guys are wrong.
Well, that's his own ego. That's his own ego belittling him.
Yeah, but it's hilarious that he does that, and then he'll do like you just said, telegraph the whole Iran shit, and then oh well.
That was one of the things I feel like people really found endearing about Bill Clinton, is that he was an admittedly a piece of shit. But I always quote it when he copped to the whole Monica Lewinsky thing and all those scandals. He said mistakes were made. Yeah, he didn't say I'm sorry. He's like, I'm human. Who amongst us?
And that's what connects with them.
He was without sin cast the first stone kind of question. Comment.
The biggest mistake that the left did with this whole election and trying to smear Trump, with their thinking that the fucking felonies and all this, we're gonna make him lose.
Oh, it just made him more popular.
Because it made him human.
Yeah.
It made him something to people, especially in the lower and then black community. It's someone who they can connect with.
Yeah, a woman saying shit about me.
Yeah,
or I cheated on my taxes.
By the justice system.
Who hasn't?
Yeah.
There was only one of those court cases that had any actual, I think, impact on American society and political discourse, and had an impact on our democracy. And it was the one that never got to court, which was the one about
Stormy Daniels.
No, that was the biggest bullshit fucking scam.
You think
that? And who gives a fuck if he paid off a hooker?
I know.
That
was a big deal. Literally,
what politician has?
Literally, yeah.
I mean, he's the only one who had a paper trail.
Yeah,
because he asked his lawyer to do it, and never paid his lawyer back. That's what happened. The $170,000, what's his name, Michael, whatever, shelled out, and he never paid Michael back. So Michael's like, well, fuck you.
Yeah. Now you're fucked.
But the one was what we all heard when he called the trying to fix the election, when he called up Atlanta, when he called up Georgia and said, hey, find me 11,000 votes.
Yeah.
That's on tape. It's like, all right, that's not right.
Yeah.
But that one never even got close, because that was a complicated case, and Merrick Garland's a feckless pussy, and it took him too long. And by then he was already the nominee, so they didn't want to do that. So, but that was the only one that had any steel man to it. Because we had him. It's like the mafia, dude. You have him on tape, you're fucking dead.
Yeah.
It's like how can he say I'm not trying to fix the election if he's asking the head election official in Georgia to change the vote count? But it lost all credibility when they came after him because that documents thing. It's like what president doesn't have shit they shouldn't have after the fact? Stormy Daniels. Who gives a fuck?
It was just
about
such stupidness.
All those were fucking this penny ante shit. Yeah. As opposed to say, hey, find me 11,000 votes. It's like that state could have changed.
Wasn't there a RICO case against him too, or no? Or am I tripping on that?
The RICO case was linked to the Stormy Daniels thing.
But
because of the bank fraud, because it was wire fraud.
Yeah.
It was a weak case.
Yeah, and the fact that, but like you just said,
Fannie Willis openly said, I'm doing this. She got reelected as the district attorney of the state of New York. Because she said, I'm going to go after him for this, which is selective prosecution.
Yeah.
Like he's doing. That's why all his shit against his enemies, every one of those cases have failed. The only one that's held up is John Bolton, because John Bolton, they did find the confidential documents in his home, but Jim Comey, fucking Jack Smith, the special prosecutor. Every court's thrown those out because it's vindictive prosecution. Because in a tweet he said, "Hey Pam, go after my enemies."
Yeah,
it's like, Donnie? Just put the phone down. You'd have a better shot. You'd have a better shot.
The shit he was saying while he was elected, in president too, it's hilarious. That's also why I loved him the first time, because he was just tweeting everything he was doing. He's like it was hilarious.
Dude, he sends his own administration into a panic.
I know. Every time they tweet something, I'm like, oh my God.
Could you imagine working for a boss that was completely unhinged like that?
Have you seen?
You have to apologize for him every day on the air.
Christian and I worked for?
Oh yeah, true.
You know.
Yeah. True. Very true.
You guys know. Oh, we in? All right, guys. Let me see.
Are we in?
Sorry.
We've been in for 15 minutes.
Well, I've been talking shit. All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome to the Very Simple podcast. We are back. Rate, review, subscribe, all the shit you should do. We got Christian Paolo here, editor extraordinaire. I owe him clips. Mike Nels on the ones and twos, the master producer, all the way in the fucking hallway now. I don't
it's kind of fucked up.
But Mike is drinking a beer with us, which is rare. He gets stoned every podcast I do. But to get him to have a cocktail with me is tough. But apparently he likes Peroni, so I'm going to bring Italian beer from now on.
We should get Mike absolutely fucked up one episode. Absolutely fucked up. I would have loved to see Mike.
Mike's a good talker, and Mike's had some of the best zingers on this podcast.
Oh, for sure.
Since I've been working with him,
for sure.
I mean, there's at least 8 clips I can rattle off the top of my head where he fucking came in with the overhand right.
We should do that. We should do a best of Mike now clips video.
We should. Well, I mean, he listens to comics all day.
Yeah.
At some point, he's going to shoot back.
Yeah. What do you think, Mike?
Can't let you guys go around thinking you're that fucking smart.
You think we're special? You're the only demented fucks in the world.
Yeah. He's like, I love to knock you guys down a little peg.
You're the only one with a big mouth.
Yeah.
And the balls to say it out loud.
Yeah, literally.
Well, what I love about Mike is, as comedians, we try to work for ourselves. Some of us have day jobs. We're trying to get away from that to be able to live the life of comedian where you can just say whatever you. It's honestly the most honest job I think you can get.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because they pay you to be honest and say what you want.
For sure.
But Mike works for and with comedians, so he's. I mean, talk about job protection. I mean, if comedians are his clients, there's no way he can be fired.
Literally,
nothing Mike can do would be worse than anything any comedian's ever done.
Literally, he can say whatever he wants to him too.
Yeah.
No, my biggest chief of offense, which can ruin relationships, is when I accidentally forget to cut something out that needed to be cut out.
Oh well, Mikey, that's why you always leave the cuts up to me when my guest.
Yeah, I try not to be in charge of the editing because there's some people who say something foul, and I'm just like, oh well, if I don't cut that guy saying that, what happens to his career, and are we still friends?
I know. Those are some of my most annoying podcasts because it's like, oh fuck, I got to go back and like listen to this shit and find the moment because I'm in the moment. It happens probably twice.
Don't
a year
say
now.
something if you won't say it with your chest. Don't be that whispery
know.
guy that's like, you're gonna have to cut
what
this.
pisses me off was when I say something and the guest is like, ooh, can you cut that out? It's like, motherfucker, you didn't say it. You were just here. Or they're like, oh, guilt by association. I'm like, dude, Trump's president second time. I thought we were past that.
Yeah.
I thought the idea that like, oh, because you were in the room with a criminal doesn't make you a criminal.
Yeah. And the worst to me is like when you say it with your chest and then like you like go back like and watch and like actually no like take the majority of this I said out even though it was a great part. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Like if you have like a great conversation and like you're like actually like I don't want to be looked at in a bad light. Take all this out like and it cuts out 90% of something like. So, like, what was the point of this?
Also, I mean, most of the guests I have are comedians. It's like, motherfucker, you can explain yourself after the fact.
Literally.
And also, who's going to fucking fire you from this?
You're your own employer.
It's one of these things that, like, that's the point.
Yeah.
You know, like sometimes you misspeak. And everybody, I've told every guest this, and you know this because you've been working with this podcast for a year and a half now, right?
Yeah.
Fucking... I literally took a page out of old. I said I'm not a personal fan of his. I mean, I think he's a funny person, and I liked him when he was a celebrity. And I was like, but I don't want celebrities in our. Just like I don't want Oprah in politics. I don't want him. But it's what I took from him was, if you just keep saying crazy shit, no one gives a fuck about the last crazy thing you said. It's like, well, what do you expect? It's like Joey Diaz, right? There's a guy impossible to cancel.
Yeah.
He openly talks about how he was a drug addict, drug dealer, and kidnapped someone at Uzi Point. Yeah. And then did 5 years in jail for it. And it's like, dog, you're going to catch me because I was trying to get a blowjob at an open mic?
Yeah.
It's like, really? You know, like, oh, that's the worst thing I did? He's like, he's like, I tried. I did time for kidnapping a guy, put him in a trunk for a month.
Yeah.
You know, like, what are you talking about? You're like, how can you damn me with that when I have all this?
Yeah. I feel like Theo, I feel like, is very uncancelable, too. I feel like.
He's gotten to the point where he's almost created like a character.
Yeah.
You know, where it's like it's hard to tell what he really believes because he's so absurd in some ways.
Yeah. But
again, just like Donald Trump, just like Joey Diaz, just like Bill Clinton, any of these public figures who have sort of that bulletproof vest around the arrows that come in from the world. They admit that they're flawed.
Oh, for sure.
And people love that.
Yeah.
Because everyone is flawed. It's like, listen, I fucked up. Yeah, I said some crazy shit. Yeah. I didn't, I wasn't eloquent about I didn't explain myself properly, or I was fucking drunk and I said something stupid.
Yeah.
Or
I was a kid.
Yeah, or I was a kid, or at the time it was a different time.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I've changed my perspective now that 20 years has passed.
Sure.
Like, people understand that because they see that in themselves.
Yeah.
It's like, wait a minute. Yeah, I had some fucking dumb ideas 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 2 years ago, 20 years ago. Yeah. Of course. You know?
Really quick, I didn't want to do this, but I'm gonna piss my pants. Can I pee really quick?
Go ahead. We won't cut this out. I'll talk to Mikey.
Oh my god, I'm doing the pee cramp walk.
Did he record a few before he came in, Mikey?
Did Christian record anything? No. He's just got a bladder of a little child. You've seen it.
Well, he's the size of a little child.
Exactly. And what are we going to do?
I don't know. I feel like Italian guys wear being small well.
Wrigley, get in there. Get in the chair. Wrigley, come here.
Riggs, get in and play guest spot.
Get up there.
So how was your travels, Mikey? I know you were gone last week.
Where was I last week?
You make some bread. You said you were gone from like Wednesday to Saturday.
Oh, I had a trip to San Jose a few weeks ago. That was a fun trip. I haven't gone north too often and seen much of California. But God,
I feel like a lot of times when you have like road shit, it's either out east or to like Arizona, Southern California.
Yeah, I go to Arizona to see family, and then I got this financial client that seems to fly me to Chicago, Boston, New York a lot. But it was the financial client who took me to San Jose this time.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, it was nice up there. I didn't it looks like an Apple screensaver.
Dude, it's the wealthiest county in the country.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Yep. I mean, it's what's crazy about it too is that like what I hate is how they call it the Bay Area. It's like, so wait a minute. So there's like 4 cities in the Bay Area: San Francisco, Oakland, San Jose, and Menlo Park. It's like, hey, I'm from the New York area. It includes Boston.
Yeah.
Providence.
New England, yeah.
It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, like they're all an hour.
Well, you're the tri-state area, yeah.
Well, the tri-state area is anywhere within 60 miles of the city.
Oh, I did not know
It's where the suburbs are. So the tri-state area doesn't go up to Hartford. It ends in Fairfield County, and it ends in whatever the northern Passaic County is in New Jersey.
Yeah, New England's weird. It's like 6 states. It's like all.
Well, New England's even smaller, for Christ's sake. I mean, like, you know,
true.
I mean, it's what's the big city in New Hampshire? From
Manchester.
From Manchester to Boston to Rhode Island, it's less than 90 minutes. It's all free.
Bro, so whenever I fly back home to Rhode Island, there's no direct flights because...
Oh, well, you go to TF Green, you're fucked. Yeah,
it's the tiniest airport. So I fly into Boston.
Yeah.
And it's
kind of... an hour ride down.
Yeah, it's kind of funny at this point. Like, one of my best friends since 2nd grade, like, it's kind of become a tradition, like, where if my mom or my dad can't pick me up, he'll drive from Rhode Island all the way to Boston and pick me up from the airport.
Well, that's what you do.
Yeah,
that's actually the mark of a true friend.
Yeah,
is will you pick me up at the airport? Nobody in any city in any country in the world wants to go to the fucking airport and pick somebody up. But a real friend will fucking pick you up at the airport.
He'll at this point too, like he'll because he became best friends with one of the goalies at BU at the time. Like last year, he plays in France now. Unbelievable goalie. But like my friend would come down. Like he'd be like, "When's your flight?" I tell him, he's like, "All right." He'd go down to Boston and make a whole day out of it.
Yeah.
And spend the entire day, and then like he'll just wait for me to come in, and then we'll just get food on the way back. There was one time we almost died in a snowstorm when we drove back. It took us 4 hours to get back to Rhode Island.
That's young people shit. That shit expires somewhere in your 30s. Like somewhere in your 30s, it's like pay for that ride.
I know. I agree, Mike. But there's an East Coast thing. It's like the sacrifice is the point.
Yeah,
dude. So a good buddy of mine, he's fucking older than me. Guy's approaching 60. My buddy Billy. Shout out Billy. He fucking when I fly back to New York, so he used to road manage Jay Moore and Chris Stefano. Fucking Billy will get mad at me. He's been on the podcast. He'll get mad at me if I go back to New York and he sees him in New York and I didn't ask him to pick up at the airport. He's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
No,
that's a good friend.
No, but I'm saying, it's like, you fucking come into town and don't tell me they come to town and at least ask me if I can pick you up.
Yeah.
Like it's a point of pride for him to pick up his friend.
And it's a tradition kind of at that point too. Like,
well, no, because you know, like any good friend, you want to. At least that's what I think. Like any good friend, you want to have more goodwill over your friend.
Yeah.
You know, you want to do them more favors than they're doing. That's a great friendship when you guys are competing to do more for each other.
Yeah.
Than take from each other.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
saying? I'll never straight up ask them. I'll just because I never want to be like straight up ask and assume.
Hey, I'm coming to town. I hope it's see you. And they'll be like, hey, I'll pick you up.
Yeah, I'll be like, I text him like, hey, like, what do you like? He'll know what I mean.
When you coming in, I'll come pick you up. They'll say, hey, I'm gonna be in town from this day to this day. Oh, really? When do you land? I'll come pick you up. That's how it always goes.
Yeah, I'll literally text him like, hey, what are you doing on like March 31st? He's like, nothing. Why? What do you need me to do? And I'm like,
I'll be in town. Yeah. It's like, I'll come pick you up.
Bro, it was actually a lot of fun. The last time I went in for Christmas, and it was just so happened that him and my other friend had a men's league game up at Wentworth in Boston.
Okay.
So I Ubered from the airport, which sucked because it was a fucking blizzard this time.
Oh my god, you must have paid through the nose on the surge, yeah.
So I had to go. Logan was such a pain in the ass to come through this time around. So I Ubered from Boston to from Logan to Wentworth. Watched their men's league game with my suitcase. I was like on their bench with my luggage, coaching the game. Literally coaching the game, and then we all just went to a bar after, and then it was the best.
No. I mean, that's the sign of a good friendship. Is like I said, is when you're trying to give more to the friendship than you're taking out of it.
Yeah,
dude. When I got fucking arrested in Texas on my way out here, fucking my brother, my mother, Jeff were like, "Why didn't you call me first?" It's like I went down the line, and one of you guys called me back first. They all wanted to bail me out.
Yeah,
they all wanted to be the one to bail me out. Like they want to show up. But I mean, that's how dude, I feel hurt when my friends are in need and they don't tell me.
Yeah.
They're like, hey,
fuck?
why'd you call me for help?
Yeah.
Like, I've been waiting to help you. What the fuck is going
on? That's what we're for.
I know,
that's what it's all for.
But that's a good personality trait that I feel like is starting to sort of wane away in the world.
Oh, my God, yeah.
Right? You know, everyone's looking to place blame. No one's looking to take on responsibility.
Literally.
Right? It's fucking wild. It's wild.
I hate it.
Well, dude, because I mean, that's the only reason I sleep. Listen, I'm a piece of shit of a human being. But we're all people, so we're all pieces of shit.
Listen, I'm a piece of shit. Yeah,
right?
I'm a piece of shit.
Right? Well, we all are. At the end of the day, it's like, what the fuck is wrong with me? At least I think that.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone else that I keep in my circle thinks that. You say, but what makes you sleep at night? Is all right, I know I'm flawed, but I want to be there to help out other people, my friends who are in need, because that's how I sleep at night. Yeah. You know, and when you start passing the buck and like, if someone said, hey, if you called me and said, hey, pick me up from the airport, like, I'll grab an Uber.
Yeah.
Dude, it would haunt me for years.
Yeah.
It would haunt me for years. It should certainly piss you off, but it would haunt me for years. It's like, no, wait a minute. If somebody called me up for fucking help, a guy I care about, I should fucking show up.
For sure.
You know, like that's what makes me feel okay about all the mistakes I've made, is that when someone asks me for help,
you'll show up.
I show the fuck up.
Yeah.
As your adult friend, I will never ask either of you to take me to LAX.
Well, don't be afraid, Mike. Don't be afraid, Mike.
I'll say yes.
Don't be afraid, Mike.
I've been waiting for you to ask me to watch Wrigley whenever you go out of town. I've been waiting for that call. I'll gladly watch him.
But that's the other side of the coin, Christian, is that the people who want to pick you up from the airport are also the people who don't want to ask for help.
Yeah.
You know, so I've had friends yell at me. It's like, hey, I didn't know you were in such a bad spot. Why didn't you ask me for help?
Yeah.
It's like, well, I didn't want to bother you. It's like, Randy, it's not a fucking bother. It's my honor. I've been waiting 20 years to pay you back.
That's how my friend is when I don't tell him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how. Like literally, my friend is like that. My friend's like very old. My friend's very old school Jewish, which is hilarious.
Oh, the best.
Yeah, because his dad's, but like not like traditional Jewish, just very weird.
No, well, Jews aren't religious. They're culturally Jewish.
Yeah,
there's no religious element anymore. Yeah. That's long gone.
He's like a 70-year-old man in.
Dude, my buddy, I'll tell you about Billy. Fucking Billy Hayes is in his 60s.
Yeah,
you know, the guy's fucking, you know, he's one of my best friends. Guy's fucking 25 years older than me.
Yeah, but that makes sense. I mean, 25 years older is crazy, but like for him to like be old and shit, like I get that. My friend going to bed at 7 o'clock at night. Reading the newspaper every morning with readers on. Yeah. He's not 90. He's 25. Like, why is he doing that?
All right, well, he's acting like an old guy.
Yeah, dude. Oh, my God.
I thought he was actually old.
No. He's 25 years old, and he, like, legit says words like jeepers. He fucking...
Jeepers?
Yeah. Like, I'll say something crazy.
Jiminy Christmas.
Literally. I'll say something crazy.
He's a swell guy. Swell.
Yeah. I'll say something crazy, but like, jeepers. I told him I was dating a black girl. You do not... Like, he's so old school, you do not want to know the views on that.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You should stay with your own. What does that mean?
No, literally.
Yeah, she's a human. I'm not fucking an animal, buddy.
Yeah, dude. I'll say...
Yeah, she's human.
Well, she is kind of, but no, I'm just kidding. No, but I'm not kidding.
Don't worry, we're leaving that in.
Oh God.
No, I know what you meant.
I'm career. My career.
Don't worry. It'll boost your career.
You never had a career.
True.
No, I always say on this podcast, if something gets me in trouble, it means I'm going in the right direction.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
I can't wait for someone to try and cancel me for something I said on this.
Yeah.
Because that means I'm important enough that they listen.
Exactly. More clicks. Yeah. But I'm not kidding. When I told my friend that I was dating this black girl at the time, I showed showed him her Instagram and everything, and he was really silent on the phone for a couple of seconds. He's like, yeah, she's pretty and all, but like, are you sure you want to muddy your bloodline like that? And I was like,
I'm dating her. I wasn't planning I wasn't planning a goddamn cult.
Yeah, but I was like, oh my God. I was like, brother, what the hell did you just say? He's like, you're gonna date a black girl? I was like, yeah. Like what? Like it's 2026. Like it was just
I find her attractive. That's it.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, that's all that matters.
But yeah, and it also kind of
your friend sounds like my father.
My
father was like, yeah, you can have sex with Puerto Rican girls, but don't marry them. I'm like, Dad, we're Dominican. What's the difference?
It's the same thing. If anything,
I'm like, what the fuck?
If anything, Dominicans are blacker than the Spanish.
That's what I'm saying.
Blacks than the Spanish. Yeah,
that was what was so preposterous to me. I'm like that. I don't get it. Like, they're culturally the same.
The same. The same.
But it's like it's almost like in the Middle East. Before we get into that, it's like they're all Arabs, but they hate each other.
Yeah,
or like Asians. They're all Asians. They all hate each other.
Indians too.
Within India, they have a caste system. They have a caste system within India.
No one is more racist than Asians and Indians.
Oh my god! And they put it on your license. They put your So in India, I have friends who are Indian. One of my great comedy friends, Sham Subramanian. Shout out Sham. I'm trying to get him on the podcast.
Say a spell. Like what'd you say?
Sham Subramanian.
Oh. Why? I thought this was going to start levitating. I'm sorry.
No. That's his name. But Sham, his whole act is about how he was, both his parents were born and raised in India. They came over here when he was like 2, and now he's a citizen, and he's a comedian, and they absolutely hate that he's a comedian, because of course they want him to be a doctor or a lawyer. That's all they would accept. He's like, no, that's what I want to do.
Or tech support.
And like, well, why do you have a problem with this, Mom and Dad? He's like, well, because it's not the American dream. We came here for you to do this. He's like, yeah, but in America, you can do whatever you want, and I want to do this.
That's the American dream.
And like, that's bullshit. They want to marry him off. They want to like auction him off.
Crazy.
And he pushes back against it. He's like, yeah. He's like, Indian society. He's like, dude, and he told me, he's like, they literally on your license, like on your driver's license in India, they put your caste, your social class,
I didn't know that part,
on the fucking driver's license, so you know whether you're Brahmin, which is like one of the higher classes, or you're, I forget what the name of the lower ones. And he's like, yeah, in this country, that doesn't fucking, everyone's self-made. It doesn't fucking matter.
That's crazy. I didn't know they put the caste system on the
license. Right. So it's like when liberals are like, oh, America's racist. I'm like, go somewhere else.
Yeah, literally.
Go somewhere else.
When they
go
say
anywhere else and see how racist we are in comparison to them.
Racist and homophobic. When gay people are like,
God.
oh, my rights. Okay.
Anti-feminist.
Yeah.
Go anywhere but the United States. Go to
the Middle East.
And see how nice they are.
Hey, you think we're homophobic? Go to the Middle East.
Go to the Middle East, yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, you think women don't have rights here? Go to India. Right? Where they rape women on buses and no one gets in trouble. You're like the whole world is, like, this place, nowhere's perfect. But I feel like Bill Maher said this years ago on a special. He's like, there's no Shangri-La, right? There's no Eden. He's like, but we're better.
For sure.
He's like, yeah, we don't have it right. No. We don't have it all figured out. He's like,
we never will.
But we're better than other countries because we at least attempt to go for. I talked about this with Jeff years ago. It's like no one's worried about diversity in China. How many black people are CEOs in China? Zero. Nobody gives a fuck in China.
And look how.
Do you think Russians are looking to make women CEOs? They don't give a fucking shit.
Only the United States.
But at least we're trying.
Yeah,
we don't get.
But it's not enough.
But we don't give ourselves enough credit for attempting.
Yeah,
attempting to move in the right direction.
I know it's never.
Well, we used to. Now we chastise ourselves. We flog ourselves.
I know.
For not doing that. Some of us.
It's insane. It's insane. Like
it's always when I come back to is live in the time we're in. It's like we weren't. 100 years ago, slavery was normal. That's fucking wrong.
Change.
That's wrong. And to think that why wasn't Martin Van Buren more anti-slavery? Because this was 1808 and no one cared.
Yeah,
like
no one gave a fuck.
And to think that if you were alive then that you would be different is giving yourself way too much credit.
Yeah.
Way too much credit.
Because you wouldn't be different because that's all you would know.
Dude, think about 30 years ago. How many people were for gay marriage 30 years ago? Fucking zero.
None.
Right? 20 years ago, some people.
Yeah.
10 years ago, it became the law of the land. Right? Think about it. That is a huge progressive moment, and we should celebrate that.
Yeah. It's also where you are, what time you're in, and where you are too.
Yes.
Because going back to my friend, being as racist as he was with that comment, when he said that, the first thing that came to my mind was, if I never came to LA, it kind of scared me too. I was like, if I never came to LA, I would probably be just like that, especially with my family being like old school Italian and everything. I'm like, but it's like, I can't fault him because it's not acceptable, but it's like, I can't fault him because that's what he is around.
You didn't expect more of him than was capable of him of that time. And I love that, Christian, because that's personal growth, Christian.
Yeah.
Honestly, it really is. Like, my grandfather was the most progressive guy I knew until he wasn't. And there was, a couple weeks before his death, honestly, I found out he was
just stopped caring. Yeah.
He was quote unquote Republican. I'm like, oh, really? And I asked my mother, I said, yeah, the only Democrat they ever voted for was John Kennedy because he was Irish Catholic like they were. He's like, but Randy, when they were kids, The Republicans were the party for civil rights, and the Democrats in the South were against it.
I know.
He's like, so of course they were fucking. They grew up in New York City with black people. They wanted them to have rights.
Yeah.
He's like, the world changed. They didn't change. The world changed on them.
Yeah.
And times go on. Like you can't expect people to know. Like it's weird to expect someone to believe your thoughts without having experienced anything of their own.
Literally.
I could not put that better. It's preposterous.
I could not have put that better in my own words.
You have to give them some fucking grace.
I know. Everyone needs grace nowadays.
Yeah, man.
Everyone has different experiences.
That's right. The only thing that bothers me is willful ignorance. Yeah. That is where I draw the line. It's like, wait a minute, you don't even want to hear about a different idea? It's like you can disagree with it, which is why I hate, when liberals were like, we don't want these speakers on our campus. It's like, let them speak and let no one show up. But don't silence them. Yeah. That's what bothers me. Like, I don't want to know that irritates me to no end. It's like, say what you want. And if it's fucking stupid, people will know it's stupid. But don't say it or don't do it.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
I think there should just always be that open, healthy debate. I feel like people, like, it's both, like you said earlier, the both radical left and the right, like, where they don't allow that channel. Like, I feel like we would all be a lot more.
Way better off.
Yeah. Like, we could coexist if we just had an open dialogue with each other.
Well, the thing is, we do coexist on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And we always have. Like when you go to order your coffee, right? You might be a right-leaning guy. Everyone who's serving you coffee is almost certainly a liberal.
For sure.
And they make the better coffee, obviously. Right?
I only want liberals to make my coffee.
When I call the cops,
if there's not them on their name tag, you're not making my coffee.
It's the gay spit.
Yeah, it is. Add more of it.
They will for you.
Right? But then if somebody calls the cops, no one's asking the cops, what is your political persuasion?
Yeah.
They want fucking help. And the cops are going to help them. No, on a day-to-day basis, we don't debate any of this shit.
No.
It's only in our armchairs when we're watching cable news or listening to some TikTok bullshit where we get like, I shouldn't. It never happens day to day. Like that's Jesse. I was watching clips recently, and I love this. They've sort of gotten viral. Where Jesse Ventura, remember Jesse the Body Ventura?
I think so. Yeah.
He was a former pro wrestler who was the governor of Minnesota for like 8 years.
Oh yeah.
In the mid-2000s, and he won as an independent. Mm-hmm. He's been going around talking about. He's like, they should get rid of whenever you go to vote, they put the party designation next to the person you're voting for. He goes, they should get rid of that. Why? He said, because then you'd have to look up what that person thinks. Oh my God. Right, and then you have to consider their opinions, as opposed to just like, I'm Republican, they're Republican, I'll vote for that. Because you think that guy has your interests in mind. Yeah. He might not. Just like Democrats. You might think Gavin Newsom has your interests in mind.
He doesn't.
He doesn't.
No.
I can tell you every politician doesn't have your interests in mind.
Yeah.
So you have to look up their platform. It's like that'll end this party shit real quick. It's one of those things. It's like, dude, I fucking, what was his name? What's his name? Spencer. Who's the governor? Can you look at him, Mike? The governor of Utah after the Charlie Kirk shooting. That guy, I was like, what he's talking about, I don't even know his fucking political persuasion.
Oh, yeah.
I'll vote for him for president tomorrow.
Yeah.
Turns out the motherfucker's...
The guy who was talking about getting the guy, right?
Yeah, you're talking about getting the guy, but also we got to end this fucking political violence.
Yeah.
Right is right. Spencer Cox, right?
Terrible last name.
I was like, he's got my vote for president. I look him up 2 weeks later. Apparently, he's even more Mormon than Mitt Romney.
But again,
I'm like, but the guy's he's making sense. He's not telling me to live like him.
Yeah.
He's saying this is how you have the right to live the way you want to live.
We should just be united against this one evil.
Yeah.
It's insane. And then going on, have you heard what's going on with the men's hockey team?
I did, which is crazy.
Insanity.
Crazy. Well, I mean, Trump made a snide comment, and they laughed because they're polite.
It's not even that they're.
But it wasn't like Trump wouldn't have invited the women.
Yeah, he did invite.
It wasn't like Trump doesn't celebrate any American victory.
Yeah, he of course he was inviting them. And they kind of made it a little worse by saying no, we're not going to come. If the women's team came, I feel like the whole thing would have blown over. I get why they didn't go.
You can't trust women to be rational ever.
True.
This is one thing I think we can all agree on, even women. Because women out there, listen to me right now. How many times have you been in a bar crying over the sink, and some strange woman came up to you and said, "Don't worry about what he thought. Don't worry about it." Like, it's irrational.
Yeah. I feel like there were some players. I don't know if it was a whole team. I feel like there were some people on the team that wanted to go, but like they had for the women's, but they had to like unite and be like, no, like we can't be splintered. Either we all go, we don't go, and I think that's what they just.
But there's also the reality of the fact that those women have to work.
Yeah,
but they're not making the money the men's team. They can't miss games where the men can.
Yeah,
and that's just a money thing.
But also the craziest thing to me is hockey, notorious, very Republicans. Like everyone who plays that.
I don't know about that.
Everyone who
very
plays
Canadian, and Canadians very liberal.
I grew up playing hockey. Not even the Canadians, 90%. They're all like, if they're not Republican views. Very old school. Everyone I knew growing up with.
I don't know. I just think team sports is a very. I think it teaches you. Personal value and personal accountability, and I don't think that's Republican or not.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Don't let me not Republican. I say American,
but it's also very socialist in that they give of themselves to the team, which is not an American value, right?
I'm also more referring to like the American-born players, like more than the Canadians. Like I can't speak on them.
Oh, okay,
yeah, but like even though the Russian ones I know definitely lean more towards the
Norwegians.
Yeah, because there was a player Ivan Provorov who Philadelphia Flyers. Declined to participate in Pride Night for tape and everything is against my religious beliefs. Within that night, his entire jersey, shirts, everything on Ivan Provorov for the Philadelphia Flyers sold out because he refused to do the Gay Pride Night. Okay. Most viewers, I feel like, are more right leaning, but like the American-born players, like Team USA, but you know that's be invited to the White House.
But you know what's funny about that? The same thing happened with Colin Kaepernick on the opposite side.
Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Like. So it's
because it's a different sport, different demographic.
But going back to my buddy Billy Hayes. So Billy Hayes was friends with Nate. I'm forgetting his last name. He was the third string quarterback who was a former U.S. soldier. Nate Boyer.
Okay.
He was a third string quarterback, and so Colin Kaepernick's first way to protest before he took the knee was he would just sit on the bench, and Nate Boyer was the one who came up and said, "Hey, that's fucking disrespectful. If you're not gonna stand, take a knee." And Nate Boyer, a Republican soldier, was one who came up with the idea for him to take a knee, and then that became disrespectful. And I'm like, that's weird because it's kind of genuflecting. Like you take a knee when you go to church, which is even bigger than fucking. But it's all about perception, But protecting each other as a team is what's important.
Yeah, for sure.
And I think what happened with the women's team is some of those women were upset by it, so the other women said, "I'm not going to do it."
Yeah.
And the guys were like, well, some of you guys are getting slammed in the media, so I'm going to show up for you. And that's kind of what just happened.
And some of the players I do know, like Jack Hughes, I knew through like a couple friends growing up. Jack Eichel, my brother knows, like because they played together growing up. Yeah. And they're not like them laughing at the comments.
People.
No,
they're just being polite, snickering at a joke.
The president of the United States makes a joke to you after you just won a gold medal.
Well, you're already ecstatic.
Yeah. You're in the
that he's on the phone.
Yeah. You're literally. Nothing will get better than that moment. Gold medal for your country.
Also, think about this: like, how many people have laughed at a boss's stupid joke?
Exactly. That's what I mean. That's what I mean by him being the president.
You laugh to be polite.
Yeah.
Right. Even if you might have even heard what he said. Oh.
Yeah.
It was a terrible joke. Honestly, it
wasn't funny at all.
Yeah.
It wasn't, and he knew
You're
it wasn't
just being polite.
Literally. Yeah.
But you guys should both know a bunch about polite laughs.
Huh? Oh my God! Yeah, no, he's saying we did because we bombed.
But they made a big to do about it, and the women's team didn't, to their credit.
Yeah,
and the men's team showed up. To their
credit. They actually defended some of the guys.
Yes,
which I loved. Megan Keller came out no, I talked to Jack. After
also,
the game.
haven't the women won a gold before the men?
Yeah,
since it's been 46 years since the men have won.
But it's also the men's. Let's face it, the competition for the men's is a lot harder.
Of course, just like it is in soccer, but the women have won more recently. So it's old hat to it's kind of like TO when you get to the end zone.
It's
like the men will never win in soccer, but the women win all the time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It's like the women have been there before. The men haven't been there in almost 50 years.
Yeah.
So let them have their fucking shine.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Yeah. And also the women's goal in overtime, I think, was more impressive. That goal was sick.
And I bet those chicks who are hardcore hockey fans probably are the first ones to understand how bigger of a deal the men's gold medal is.
And they're also lesbians. They don't give a shit.
Yeah. But that's also why they
don't
hate
even
Trump.
think about men.
No, not at all.
No.
There's actually, I do have a friend
that wasn't about whether the media treated women like kick gloves. Oh, they're going to be hurt. They didn't give a fuck.
No, they don't give a fuck.
They moved on with their life.
Literally. Like,
they didn't know it was a problem until after the fact.
They're more manly than the guys, some of them.
Yeah. they're more mailing than the media. They're like, what the fuck are you guys making a bone about this?
Yeah.
You know?
But like just the comments and everything. There was one of my favorite NHL players. His name's Dylan Strome. Not even American. He's Canadian. Posted a picture like with his daughter, like being a girl dad or something like his wife did. The NHL reposted it. Then Dylan Strome, he plays for the Washington Capitals, my favorite team. Literally was just getting hate comments like everyone was like, oh yeah, he's a girl dad. Can't wait for him to laugh at his daughter's accomplishments. Like all coming after him. And he's like, first off, I wasn't there, and I'm Canadian.
Yeah. What so like what? About? Well, that's the thing. They start throwing stones from their glass house.
Yeah. Dude, they just attack anyone at that point.
The big story from the Olympics should actually be that American woman who went to play for China for $3 million.
Oh, the
fucking traitor.
Dude, she's so hot, she can be a traitor all she wants. That Asian girl? Bro, oh my God. Eileen Gu? Oh my Lord. I will tell her every state secret I know. If I knew him, all she would have to do is look at me. I'm telling her
she was a good piece.
Everything.
She was a piece.
Her and Alyssa Liu? Oh my Lord. Oh my Lord. I'm going to get killed after this.
But think about this. Donald Trump is trying to eject foreign students who go to U.S. universities, and somehow this bitch is back in America. Yeah. How the fuck did she get her passport back to come back? She's like, good luck over there. You stay there.
Yeah.
Stay in China.
You leave, you
stay in China. Yeah. I mean, that's straight up going.
If you defect.
That's like defecting to Russia in 1982. Yeah. I cannot believe, and she had no good excuse for it other than, I needed the money.
But again, she's hot, so it's okay.
Well, that's the thing about women. Well, listen, you can't apply general rules to women because they don't play by them.
Yeah.
It's about how they feel. It's not about base facts like her being a turncoat. It's about, they really cared for me unlike the American government. Blah, 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 blah. And meanwhile, she trained here all her fucking life and then goes over there with her fucking skill.
OnlyFans is international. That's all that matters. She'll hit that at one point in her career.
Yeah, you know what we should do? We should just like Trump has done to some of these fucking illegal immigrants he deported. We should send her to South Sudan and put her, or better yet, send her to CCOT with the dudes.
Randy,
that fucking rat bitch.
Whoa. This is where I'm gonna have to disagree with you.
I'll say it. She is a turncoat traitor.
No, Randy. Listen, I bleed red, white, and blue. I'm literally wearing red, white, and blue. I bleed red, white, and blue. If she came in here and said, defect to China with me right now, I'm getting this table, slamming it over Mike's head, grabbing Wrigley, and I'm defecting. Sorry, Mike.
But that's not the American way.
Why are you trying to get my dog eaten like that?
What?
don't take my dog, bro.
Yeah, no. He's like, why are you getting me? I'm not. Listen, I'll fight her for Wrigley, but
no. You know what bothered me about it is that she didn't come back to America and say, hey, they're offering me 3. Why don't you give me 5?
Yeah,
that's the American way. What a cunt.
Yeah, but
I said it. Fuck that bitch.
But say what is it, Dominican Republic?
Yeah.
They came up to you. You're an Olympic athlete. They're like, we want you to play. You super Dominican, love your country like homeland. They're like, we'll pay you $5 million.
She wasn't all this, by the way. She was not all this. Her parents were born there. She was born and raised in California, went to Stanford.
But still,
But yes, if they said $5 million, I'd say great. Yeah. And then I go to the USA Olympic Committee and say, hey, this country is offering me X amount of dollars to run for them. I'm desperate for money. Can you fucking help me out to stay here? And they say no, then I'm going. She didn't do any of that. She just fucking ran off.
Is that proven?
Yes.
Though?
Yes. Damn it. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm just trying to make something
right.
I'm trying to justify.
I'm saying the way she did it was anti-American. She could have went to the USA Olympic Committee and say, "Hey, man, they're fucking throwing $2 million at me. Can you guys fucking
do something?
Do something?"
Yeah.
So does she no longer have a green card?
Huh?
So does she no longer have a green card?
No, she's a U.S. citizen. She has
dual citizenship?
Because her parents were born in China, you could play for China. So she's still a U.S. citizen, but
so she doesn't have to have a Chinese citizenship.
She has a Chinese passport. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, she's a dual.
So she does have her citizenship.
Well, it depends on the country. So it varies. So certain countries, to play for the United States, I forget what the Olympic rules are, but you have to have in the United States, I think you have to be a legal U.S. resident or citizen to play for the United States. For other countries, if one of your parents was, so like in Italy. So I remember talking about hockey when I was working for the Brown hockey team. Gianni Cantini, shout out Gianni, was one of our forwards.
I forgot that you worked for them. That's crazy. That's who my friend that played at BU played for.
Yeah. Yeah, well, so he went and played for Italy in 2008 at the Olympics because he didn't make the U.S. national team because he wasn't good enough, but because his parents were Italian citizens, they allowed him to try out for their team, and he got on the team and was able to play in the Olympics.
Wait, what was his name again?
Gianni Cantini.
Why does that name sound familiar? That does sound familiar.
Right? He was a little guy like you, but he was fucking fast and real good with the puck.
That does sound familiar.
But
especially in Rhode Island, actually.
Yeah,
too,
but that happens a lot. A lot of times because a lot of times in the United States, if you can't make the American team, and you have a way to get onto another national team, you go do that.
Yeah.
She obviously could have been the best skier on the U.S. team, but she chose to take the money and walk away from the American team. It's like, wait, you didn't approach any of the people at USA Olympics and say, hey, they're fucking throwing $2 million at me. Give me a reason to stay here.
Yeah, please.
She just fucking ran. It's like, all right, well, that's. She sounds like a spy to me.
You think? Like I said,
yeah.
She can. I don't have any state secrets. I'll make them up if she wants me to. I don't know, like whatever she wants. Oh my God, I'll start making shit up.
She was a little piece, but a woman like that, I mean, women are already crazy, but to have weak morals, it's like I can't.
True.
Yeah. There's only so much.
I'll defect with you right now. If you ever see this podcast, I will defect.
Do you think you live in China? I could.
I love their food. I could.
No. You love Chinese food in New England.
No.
They don't have it over there.
No, moving to LA, it's actually kind of like opened my palate to that. Like I love eat Vietnamese, Taiwanese, Korean barbecue. Like I eat all that shit now. It's my favorite food besides Italian.
And you know this. Do you know that that's not a national thing? That getting blackout drunk at a Chinese restaurant is like a very New England thing only?
Oh yeah, I know. Oh, for sure, I know. Scorpion bowls, I feel like they are only in like New England type shit.
Nobody knows what this is. I feel like there's like a couple things from New England culture that I think should be exported to the rest of the United States, and two of them are the fact that Chinese food restaurants are places you get drunk and see comedy, which is everywhere. Every Chinese restaurant in New England, you can see a comedy show and get blackout drunk.
Yep.
And the second
I've done
thing,
one.
Yeah. And the second thing is, if you dig out your parking spot from a snowstorm and you put a random object from your home in that spot,
it's yours.
It's yours.
Yep.
Those are the two things. New England's exported, mad dress fucking shorts and pink shirts. That's lame. Export the Chinese food culture and the fact that if you dig out a spot that was snowed in on the street, that is yours until the snow melts.
Yeah. And you know what? Bring out the racism too. Bring that while we're at it.
No.
My bad.
No. That exists. That already exists. That's old hat.
Huh?
Oh, it's old hat. Oh, listen. New England racism is 1950s, not 1850s racism.
Yeah, it's not even.
Oh, what up, you spick, gook, mick, fuck, and then it's just your friend.
Yeah, literally. I call my friend a potato farming homo every time I see him. He's Irish.
It's not you can't come in this restaurant because you're not this.
Yeah.
It's you show up and they lay it on you.
Yeah.
But they welcome you in.
That's their
you
comedy
gook,
there.
Mick, fuck.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's offensive if you don't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Literally.
Yeah, yeah, it means you don't know the person.
Yeah.
You can only talk like that to someone you know.
Yeah,
If you say this to any person of any race you didn't know, you're going to get fucking smacked in the mouth.
Sure. But it's like a form of
endearment.
Yeah.
It's like I know you well enough that I can say this and you won't hate me. Yeah.
Literally.
You won't hate me for it.
That's like, dude, the shit I would say like when I was younger, like to like my friends like in high school, because I went to a black high school. Like I would never say anything too crazy, but like the shit I would get like.
Oh yeah.
Because I was also they knew I was doing it to make them laugh because it was a shock value of saying certain things. Like I'm like I would say like crazy shit just to get the laugh, and like no one cared because I said,
no one cared because they trusted you.
Yeah,
because they knew you didn't have any ill intent towards them.
Exactly,
and that's also a male thing. I mean, I've said this before on the podcast. The closer male friends are to each other, the more vicious they are with their commentary.
Exactly.
I'll make we're friends. I'll make a joke about your dead mother who died yesterday, but you won't give a shit because it
will be funny,
right? But if some strange guy walks in and say, "Hey, fuck your dead mom," you're like, what the fuck is you immediately?
I slam the bottle.
Yeah, dude, well, that's exactly. That's it. The closer you are, the more vicious you can get, and that shows a connection. You know what I'm saying? Like because it shows a trust. Like I know you don't mean that. I know you're just busting my chops, trying to make me laugh about something that's painful for me to make me forget about it. To take me out of that funk.
Bro, one of our friends died, and I was making jokes about it, like about our friend being dead, like the next day to our other friends because like I have to do it. A guy, one of my friends, a guy that we both knew, like she always claimed she was black, but she's super, super white. So like,
is she fucking? What's her name? Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah, literally.
I'm blacker than Elizabeth Warren is Indian.
Yeah. No, she's like, oh, my last name's Hardy. I was like, the Hardy brothers, Ed Hardy. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
Hardy.
Tom Hardy. Like, come on. But she
Hardy's chain, like,
literally.
Yeah.
And she made this guy that we both know died, and she posted him on the story with the doves. I was like, what's with the doves? Like, did he die or something? She's like, yeah, he did. And I was like, oh. I was like, well, on the bright side, the doves for the dead homie's the blackest thing you've ever done, so I believe you now. But like she like laughed at it, which was perfect. She like wasn't offended or anything. She like laughed because, like you said,
she knows someone. Yeah. She knows you're trying to make light of this.
Yeah, and then I called her the N-word. No, I'm just.
No, but I mean, those are the best times. When your buddy's down and out, and you start kicking him when he's down, and he starts laughing about it.
You have
to. All right, I'll stop being a bitch.
Once you get the laugh, you're like, all right, we're good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, but that's the thing. Like, I feel like the whole world has forgotten that intent matters more,
for sure,
than what you say.
Literally,
you know what I'm saying? Like my intent is to make you feel better. In comedy, my intent is to make you laugh. I'm not here to offend you. I'm trying to make you laugh.
Exactly.
And and I'm sorry you didn't get the joke.
Yeah, that's literally what I tell everybody.
But obviously, I'm not here to piss you off. No. Just like when you're busting balls with your friends, or trying to cheer some. It's like, listen, I think I told you about this story before. My grandmother told me a story about when in the 50s, when she found out her best friend at her job, Eunice, was a black woman who was getting paid less than her. She quit.
Yeah,
at a protest, and she said, "Yeah, my colored friend Eunice wasn't getting paid the same amount, so I quit. And I know you can't say colored, but I don't know what the new term is."
Yeah,
and I was like, today you get hung for calling her a colored woman, but your actions speak louder than the words. Like that's what matters. Intent matters more than the words you're saying.
But what's crazy is in today's day and age, people would be more focused on what she said rather than what she did.
Of course,
that's the worst part about it.
Of course. Speaking of which, let's get to the war before we have to wrap it up.
Oh God.
So I've joked about World War III kicking off, but it has kicked off now.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. I'm a little scared, but I saw a hypersonic missile hit Israel, and it kind of scared me a little bit because
better Israel than us.
Sure. Bro,
I mean, what is Israel good for if not to take the first shells?
That is true. Bro, but I just fucked up. But
I mean, that's why we have allies, right?
They drug us into this mess.
That's true. We're going to get killed after this podcast, so Jews control everything. No, but I'm just kidding. But I did see another thing that there were talks about Iran possibly having a nuke and testing a nuke because there's been earthquakes there.
I mean, if they try, it's not going to be good for them.
I mean, no.
Honestly, this thing about this war.
Wipe them off the face of the earth.
Look, no one wants a forever war, right? Both Republicans and Democrats.
Yeah.
The sort of polls have spoken. But the argument that Marco Rubio made, I think, was the best one. He's like, if not now, when? In that they've been a thorn in our side for 50 years. And now they've been a thorn in our side. They've sponsored terrorism around the globe for 50 years. They've terrorized their own region. Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE, all these countries have been because they're Sunni and Iran's Shia. They've been terrorizing them for years. Obviously, Israel's had enough of their fucking bullshit. Israel, over the 4-day war last year, they knocked out Hamas, they decapitated Hezbollah, and they took out
the little Russian guy?
What's that?
You said they decapitated Hezbollah?
No. Not the little internet
Russian
guy. Hezbollah, the terrorist organization.
Okay. Don't fucking scare me like that. I love Hezbollah.
Not that little fucking Albanian Muslim guy.
Hey, he's fucking Dagestanian.
that Albanian midget, whatever the fuck his name is.
He only squeaks. He doesn't speak.
Yeah, perfectly normal height guy, right, Christian?
Yeah.
Normal height in the Paolo family. Midgets for the rest of the world.
Dude, what's crazy is not to go off topic, but I was at a restaurant the other day, and I legit saw an entire midget family at a restaurant, and it was the first time I ever saw it. It freaked me.
Dude, you know
I was
hard
high
that is
too.
To see? Because it's 50-50. So midget, so like dwarfs, it's only a recessive trait. So if two dwarfs have sex, it's only 50-50. The kid's gonna come out of the dwarf. If they have a whole dwarf family, that's hard. That's hard.
The craziest thing, it was a child. So, but like it wasn't like a full dwarf, but you can tell that the kid was going to be one.
Oh, well,
it was so crazy to see. I was like, this is insane. All three of their legs were like dangling from the booth. I was like, this is hilarious.
Yeah, that's the weird thing about it. Like their heads and
they're too big for their body.
The shape, yeah. That's why I was wondering what's up with Danny DeVito. He's like all proportional, but he's just.
I know. I'm kind of Actually, no, I got long legs.
No, well, long
arms.
I mean, you're not. What are you 5'5"? You're not.
I'm almost there.
But yeah, dude, I mean, dwarfs are like little. I mean, Brad Williams is fucking 3.5 feet tall.
It was humbling looking at Brad Williams.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's.
Dude, I'm not.
He would tell you to your face you're not a dwarf.
Yeah, true. I did see Chappelle Lacey save Brad Williams' life that one time because Brad Williams was standing on the chair like this, like standing on the armchair, and the chair came out from under him. And I'm not kidding. It was like slow motion. I just see Chappelle go down to one knee and catch Brad in both arms.
Yeah, it's cheerleading instinct.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, exactly, right?
But I was like, that would have been detrimental to Brad.
Those dwarves are dense. So when they hit the ground, they break bones.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
and that was a high.
Like for as little as Brad Williams is, he probably weighs 100 pounds. Dense little.
He's sturdy.
Yeah, they're dense little bastards.
But like from that height, he would have been fucked up.
And you're right.
Saved his life.
And you're right. Chappelle's catching instinct from cheerleading came in.
Literally.
No, but getting back to Iran, I was saying a little tangent on dwarvism.
Yeah.
No, but it was. There couldn't have been a point at which the Iranian government was weaker to be decapitated.
Yeah, we had to do it.
Well, I mean, we could have waited, but who knows?
Like you said, like you said, Marco Rubio said, if not now, when?
It's the best shot we've got.
Yeah.
To try and get them, try and take out that regime. Which, dude, this is coming from fucking the New York Times. I was listening to the New York Times podcast earlier. They estimate that 80% of the Iranian population wants the regime gone.
Yes.
So it's like, all right.
So why is everyone complaining?
So they don't know when. But my beef with it is why Donald Trump's great about fucking up our enemies.
He's about the smoke.
He took care of Maduro in fucking 24 hours. He was gone, right, and left in some puppet, right, and he fucking killed the supreme leader, and then his follow up within 5 hours.
Yeah,
right. He took out their uranium enrichment. My problem is, why is he fucking with our allies? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I'm glad he's fucking with.
Is Iran an ally?
No.
Who's he fucking with?
Just today, he was talking shit about Spain and the UK.
Oh, I didn't see that.
You know what I'm saying? He's tariffing Canada. I'm like, buddy,
fuck Canada.
Stick to our. What do you mean? Fuck Canada, dude.
We just stopped at getting huge Canadian.
We make a net $800 billion from them. Like,
I just don't like the people. I'm just
doesn't matter. They're paying us. Like,
we should make. So you don't think we should make them our 51st state?
You know what I'm saying? What? Donald Trump is a fool for trying to do that.
You think?
Dude, I think that'd make two more liberal senators and 50 million people who are going to vote against.
Here's the thing:
Republicans would never win an election again if we made Canada a state.
That's fair.
They would never.
But here's
he's
the thing.
He's an idiot.
But here's the thing: I don't think he actually ever really wanted to do it. I think he just wanted to rage people into thinking that he wanted to do it.
I know,
which is genius.
And then Rob Ford's brother, who was the premier or whatever, the governor of Ottawa, cut off electricity. And he's like, oh shit, he shut off Detroit from electricity. And Trump's like, oh shit, I didn't know they could do that. Like, yeah,
I didn't know they could do that.
Yeah, exactly. That's where they get their fucking power from. No, but that's the thing. Like, it's like, I'm glad he's fucking with our enemies and taking action. Stop fucking with our allies. Like, don't pick a fight with everyone at once, buddy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, he's
like, we're fucking them up. Fuck you too.
Yeah,
it's like the 50 Cent meme. Like, what do you say? Fuck me for?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying, man. It's like, yeah, go after Iran, go after Cuba and Venezuela. But stop giving Canada and the UK shit. They've had.
What do you say about the UK?
They've had, as a percentage of their active troops, they've had more soldiers die in American wars than we've had.
Yeah.
So stop fucking with them.
But what happened with what was he saying about UK to UK?
He said UK and Spain were uncooperative in what his demands were for NATO.
I mean,
what is but that's the thing. But what does that mean? We don't know. I don't know what they said in the meeting. That's all he said. But he was just talking shit about it. I'm like, buddy. That's a private conversation.
That didn't need.
Can you just not?
Like that. I felt like that didn't need to be said.
Yeah, especially today when we kicked off World War III.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you should just fucking
zip
that up.
See, but I like Trump, but then he does shit like that. I'm like, listen, brother,
take the microphone away.
Everything. Yeah,
it's almost like
he's like a child sometimes.
He's like a toddler. You gotta take away. Sometimes they should give him one of those like fake fucking like
phones,
play toy mics, where he thinks he's on air. You have the fake phone.
Give him the. It just tweets to nothing.
Yeah,
just nothing.
Tweet that out. It just goes nowhere.
Literally, just make his account me only.
Dude, honestly, I think he scares the shit out of his own cabinet. Like, what the fuck?
For sure he does.
Like,
but the White House is also unhinged on social media. Have you seen the the White House posting on social media?
If it was the Ice House posting for the White House, it'd make more sense.
Dude, the shit that they post, I'm like, oh my god.
I know. Well,
they posted a video of Theo saying like, oh, I heard you got deported. Bye. And then it was like a compilation of all like ICE. Like Theo was like heated about it, but like I'm like,
he was saying, hey, you don't have the right to my likeness.
They did that with Sabrina Carpenter.
My people got no notification for this.
But like the fact that they just have the balls to do that, I'm like, that's insane. That's more unhinged than Trump.
But that's part of the problem. Like he's these people around him who his first. What I liked about his first term is that he was like president,
somewhat reserved.
He was like President Bush in his first term. He was surrounded by immensely competent people.
Yeah,
Jim Kelly, Jim Mattis. I mean, the list goes on and on. You know, like who was fucking Secretary of State, Rex Tillerson, and then Mike Pompeo. Mm-hmm. You know, the FBI director was fucking James Comey, who was a holdover from 3 administrations. You know, Secretary of Defense was the head of Joint Chiefs before that. Now he's got a colonel as the head of the Joint Chiefs. The first colonel ever to head the Joint Chiefs of Staff, right? He's got fucking what's that Indian guy's name?
Kash Patel.
Yeah, that fucking putz.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I mean, Pete Hegseth. You telling me there wasn't a right winger more competent than Pete Hegseth out there?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like he's got peasants around him, and they're doing things like he doesn't even know about. It's like dude, so there's some argument that in reality Steve Miller is running the day-to-day in the White House.
Really?
Because apparently Steve Miller's when those 2 people got killed in Minnesota, Steve Miller,
Alex Petty,
and the other bitch, Renee
girl.
Good. Yeah, another woman got clipped.
That's what happens. Sorry, that was actually insane.
No, it does happen when you have untrained officers and people in the street. People
and
get
you're
shot.
And you're fucking trying to hit them with a car. They were all on the wrong.
Well, the whole thing I've talked about.
The whole thing was terrible.
The whole thing was a travesty. But that was all Steve Miller's doing. And once Trump was like, "Well, people don't like this shit." That's when Steve Miller said, "Oh, maybe we apologize." Because Trump finally woke. Because Steve Miller was running that whole operation until 2 people died, and then Trump goes, "What the fuck are you doing?" He apparently came in the room and told Steve Miller to cut this shit out. That's when they put Tom Homan in charge, who I like. Right? I mean, there's not a more hardline anti-immigration guy than Tom Homan. He received the Presidential Medal of Freedom from Obama, and Trump still hasn't deported as many people as Barack Obama.
Yeah.
He's trying to catch Obama in deportations. This is true. This is true. And there's a famous photo of Obama putting that Presidential Medal of Freedom around Homan's neck in a quiet ceremony. And he took over. I'm like, oh, good. They're going to get all the people out that should be out, and it'll be quiet. No Americans will die. And that's when he went into the White House, and Donald Trump had no idea Steve Miller was running this whole fucking thing. He said, "You're out. Bovino's out. Homan's in. All you guys are fucking done." And that's when Steve Miller apologized.
Notice how there wasn't a huge stink though when Obama did it though.
Well, because he did it the American way. Fucking quiet.
Yeah. Trump definitely is doing it
quiet.
Yeah.
It wasn't on the news. There wasn't fireworks in the street.
But I also feel like there's a lot more. Did he do that his first term or second term?
Both terms.
Oh, he did.
Oh, he evaporated. Yeah, he got rid of a lot.
Because I was gonna say, I feel like maybe he.
Obama also killed more people illegally with drone strikes than any other president. He's murdered more people since Nixon.
I was gonna say maybe it's more swept under the rug for him because it was his second term. Like he faced so much controversy.
He just did it the American way. He found a legal reason to do it, and kept it real fucking quiet instead of tweeting it out.
Yeah, true.
You know what I'm saying?
Everything Trump does, he puts himself under the microscope.
Yeah, it's like but then the good things he doesn't project enough.
Yeah,
you know, dude, the criminal justice reform, a better move, right?
The Trump RX stuff,
the Trump RX, the Trump accounts, right? Finding a ceasefire, getting all the hostages back,
insane.
I mean,
unheard of.
Impossible in any other administration, right? But all that shit gets blown under the rug because he's touting dumb shit
every day.
Yeah, and fucking with people in this country. It's like we're going to protect Iranian protesters, but we're still going to bash through our own pressures here in the street. Like, buddy, just get the people out of the street. Just get them out of the fucking street.
He's always one step forward, 3 steps back.
Yeah,
which is retarded.
No, it's like what you said. He's like a toddler in control of the government. You know, and I hate when people lie when they feel like they need to embellish his misgivings.
Yeah.
Because he has enough misgivings that are totally wrong in their own stuff.
You don't have to embellish.
Yeah, but then don't give him credit for the right thing. It's like
you can't pick and choose.
That's the thing about mainstream media. They lose credibility when they don't when they embellish things that don't matter, like the hockey call, right? But underplay what does matter, like him getting all the hostages home.
Yeah,
it's like you guys lose credibility on every other thing because you're not putting it into perspective and into the time that we're living.
Yeah,
you know. You know, it's like, oh, you're worried about him fucking a whore and paying her off 170 grand. It's like, but you know what's most important? The fact that he called the state and asked to change 11,000 votes, for Christ's sake. Like,
they focus on the wrong thing. That's the left, the extreme left for you, or the extreme right for you. They just
same thing with the right. Yeah. That's what's going on today in Texas, man. There's a big primary thing battle in Texas.
It was just a terrorist attack in Texas, too.
No shit. What happened in Texas?
It was Texas, right?
Yeah.
Terrorists? Who?
It was a little more
domestic terrorism.
Domestic. Yeah. It was a guy.
It wasn't a white guy, because if it was a white guy, the bodies would have been piled up. I'd have known about it. It has to be a foreign-born terrorist.
It was like a Palestinian guy. Wasn't
there you go.
It couldn't even be a false flag thing. It was weird. The shooter is. Yeah, he was like somewhat supporting Iran and had like a Quran in his car and like who just drives around and keeps.
Like I said, it wasn't an American-born guy, because Americans kill Americans with ruthless efficiency.
Unless you're trans.
Just ask Timothy McVeigh or the Vegas shooter.
Unless you're trans.
But all those trans people grew up in Republican states.
No, the trans shooter in Rhode Island. Rhode Island's a Democrat. Is a blue state.
That guy wasn't trans. That guy, the brown shooter.
No, there was another shooting in Rhode Island.
Oh my God. I missed the Rhode Island shooting.
At the
Brown one was a big one, because
Yeah.
my buddy was the mayor of Newport. He's running for lieutenant governor. Shout out Zai. Zai for governor, Rhode Island. I'm sure he doesn't want me saying this on this podcast.
Yeah. You know Lynch Arena in Pawtucket?
Yeah.
It was there.
Yes. Yeah, the school shooting.
Yeah.
It was like in a hockey rink.
Yeah.
Yeah. What the fuck was that about?
It was
Bullying. Some bullying bullshit.
No. It was the guys. The dad went and shot his ex-wife, his son, and his ex-wife's parents.
Wow.
Yeah. And his other kid was on the ice.
Well, how much?
And he was trans.
How much was his wife asking for in alimony?
I don't know.
Hold on,
but
I think you pulled your mic out or something.
Who, me?
Talk, Randy.
Oh, gotcha. Back.
Yeah.
All right. Sorry. Yeah. How much? So was it? How much was his wife asking for alimony?
I don't know. I don't even know if they were like divorced or really at that point. I don't even know.
Well, but that's also, you know, any trans thing is also there's a reason why to get transition surgery in this country before recently, you had to see a therapist for a year to make sure that you were understanding what was what.
Yeah.
You know, because I mean, look, dude, it's like it's like anything else. Your mind's an organ, for Christ's sake. Like, I do believe there are people who don't feel they live in their right body, but you should talk to a mental health therapist before you make an irreversible life decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like again, I'm not anti anyone living the life they want. I just want to make sure that it's like assisted suicide.
Yeah.
I believe you should be allowed to kill yourself, but you should have to go to therapy before doing so. Like,
isn't it kind of crazy though? Like that you can't do that?
I mean, talk about a free country. If you're not free to decide whether I live or die, are we really free?
Yeah. If I'm standing at the edge of my building,
are we really free?
Yeah.
You know, are we really free?
Like, that's fucked up. If I'm standing at the edge of my building about to jump and some guy tackles me off the roof, I'm gonna be pissed, because then I have to you have to pay for all those people that are there. No, like
Jeffrey Epstein wanted to kill himself, and they put him on suicide watch so they can kill him on government.
He's still alive.
On government. Oh no, he's dead.
I had a long talk with. Do you know Tripoli? Yeah, obviously.
I know Tripoli, but there is one thing I'm certain about, is that everybody wanted him dead. And and the conclusion I've come to is, and I'm certain of this, is that there's a reason why 4 administrations have looked away from what's been going on with him, and it's because all of the people who donate to both parties are on those fucking documents.
Yeah,
and that's what they were avoiding.
I think he's still alive, because Tripoli did make a good point, and Griffin made a good point.
Where the fuck is he then?
Oh, he was just found on
St.
Xbox.
James Island?
He's hiding somewhere.
Dude, they found El Chapo they found fucking
but the
Osama bin Laden.
The government wasn't trying to hiding. The government wasn't the one hiding Osama.
Why would they hide him?
Because they're trying to protect Epstein, because Epstein has something on everyone in government, and he's like, if something happens to me,
that's why they would want to kill him. That's why they would want to kill him.
But Tripoli made a good point. He's like, if anything happens to me, all these files are getting released. So if I die,
whom? To where?
All the major news outlets.
Why hasn't Ghislaine Maxwell delivered him? Why hasn't she testified?
Because
he's dead.
I don't know.
He's deader than Elvis.
I don't know. I think he's still alive.
The same people that killed Kennedy killed him.
But Tripoli also
whacked
said
him out.
Tripoli also said that there was an
I gotta get Sam on this podcast, because I like a good conspiracy theory, but I'm old school. It's like, it's like, oh, flat Earth. Where's the money to be made?
I don't believe that shit. That shit's insane.
No, my thing is who benefits.
Yeah.
If
does he believe that the Earth is flat?
He might. He believes in chemtrails. I know that. It's like, who benefits?
Yeah, but
who benefits? The thing is, Epstein alive. I'd much more likely believe that he was killed by the government than he's being kept alive by the government. Because if he has dirt, they want him dead.
No, because
they want every.
But that thing where he's like, if I die, all these.
How would it get out? How would it have not?
He has someone set it up. He has something set up where if I die,
bro,
email these to all the major news outlets.
They killed his brother. They killed Martin Luther King all within a year and a half. You don't think they can clip this fucking guy? Give me a break.
But he's learned from those people. I feel like he knows. Like he's a billionaire, smart. Like he's he's not genius.
He's not that much of a genius. He's a con artist. He's a fucking pimp.
He's a con artist. He's
pimp.
But when you're from that type of when you're doing unsavory shit, you got to have safeguards.
That's why they killed him. I'm pretty sure.
But I think that's why you also have safeguards in place, like where you're doing sketchy shit.
If he had one, his accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell would have pulled it out. She didn't. She's in prison.
I guarantee you that's going to be a new.
I'm surprised they didn't kill her. Honestly, I'm surprised they didn't fucking kill her.
Just like the alien shit, I guarantee you, a couple years from now, there's going to be a huge bombshell list about this.
The alien thing, I think is 100%. Have you guys, Mike? Have you seen the? Have you seen the new the movie Christian Age of Disclosure?
No.
You guys gotta watch it. You gotta watch it.
Is it aliens?
From Dan Farah. It is the most comprehensive, legitimate documentary. It's completely. All the interviews are with current and former government staff at the high level.
And that's why I don't like it.
No, dude. Marco Rubio, Tim Burchett, senators,
Obama admitted it.
That I was just going to say.
But once they're all coming out to say
Obama
something.
just admitted, yes, they exist. No, I haven't seen them.
And
when Donald Trump said, he might be in danger of releasing, confidential information. I was like, well, that's how you know it's true.
Which is insane.
Right.
Insane. But
you guys got to no. This isn't some hokey shit. They do a really good job with this, Mike. And the way they really broach it is, there were guys in, I think it was Defense Intelligence Agency, who had seen all this documentation about unidentified flying craft that we had no knowledge of. And one guy, and some high level guy was like, I want to start a task force, because if we don't know where the fuck these planes are coming from, these flying objects come from, it might be our enemies. Mm-hmm. And that's how they attacked it. Like, wait a minute.
That's why Trump started his
there are things flying around that that nobody's admitting here that we know. So a guy started a task force. I forget his name, but that's how the documentary starts. And this guy's like a fucking serious guy. He's like, listen, I'm not some fucking woo-woo, conspiracy theorist, alien nut. He's like, I saw clips and video and reports of unknown craft flying over our fucking bases, and we couldn't figure out whose they were. So I started a task force. I asked my superiors, and they agreed to figure out who fucking sending these things over here. And he's like, and as we kept digging, it turns out that it might have been ours, it might have been someone else's, but it's certainly not of this earth. And that's how they uncover it. And these are no shit guys.
What is this movie on?
It's on Amazon Prime right now. You can rent it for like $3.
I got a box set. I can watch for free.
There you go.
Dude,
I'll give you my login if you don't. Dude, it's great.
I'm gonna take up on that.
Age of Disclosure, it's fucking fantastic. Dude, and listen, let's just be honest here. It's a mathematical certainty there's life in the universe besides us. It has to be.
It would be selfish.
It's mathematically impossible.
We're not selfish. We'd be narcissistic to think that we're the center of the universe.
No, like I said, when there's 400 billion stars in our one galaxy, and there's over 2 trillion galaxies.
Yeah.
If there's one planet in every galaxy, that means there's 2 trillion Earths. There has to be other life. Mathematically, it's a certainty.
Unless we're in a simulation.
The question is whether or not they got here. You're right, true. But the question is whether or not they got here. But we have all sorts of like radar and like incontrovertible data about this.
Yeah.
And the way they attacked this was from a national security threat. They're like, dude, what if China's the one making this fucking technology and we don't know? We're fucking dead. If they can travel 5,000 miles an hour and defy gravity, what good is our nuclear weapons? Like,
how crazy would it be if there was actually no aliens and that's what it was? Like, it's just technology.
That's what I'm saying. I'm hoping it's aliens, because if it's the Chinese, we're fucking toast, dude. Yeah. Like, it's over for us. To the American people, for democracy, it's dead if China has this and we don't.
Yeah.
I'm hoping it's us that has it.
What do you think they look like? Grabbing that wire.
Oh, sorry.
What do you think they look like?
Aliens?
Yeah.
Good question. I don't know. I mean, they have those grays with the big eyes and whatnot.
You think it'd be that? Would you fuck an alien?
I mean, it depends on how big its ass was.
Like if
I like a big ass on
like if an alien came down to you, like big, not attractive either, The gray ones with the big eyes. Like, I want you to fuck me.
To survive? Yeah.
No, just to fuck. Like, just for research.
For the story.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I do it. Yeah. I know I'm problem.
Dude, I wish I was abducted so I can tell a story about it.
Yeah. I that's what I tell my friends. Like, I'm like, yeah, I got abducted by aliens and probed. Meanwhile, I was just getting pegged by a Latina. Kidding. I've never had that.
Just getting pegged by a man in a gay bar.
Yeah. By Randy after this podcast.
I've said that about Hillary Clinton. I said, would you fuck Hillary Clinton? And people are like, no. I'm like, dude, I'd fuck her for the story.
Dude, I would fuck the shit out of her. She's kind of bad. She gives Gil vibes. I'd fuck her.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I'd fuck Donald Trump for the story.
Dude, for sure.
I'm not even gay.
Yeah. I'm like, I'd suck Donald's
fuck
dick.
The president?
Yeah. Dude, fucking Kamala, I can't stand her, but oh my God, does she have milkers. Dude, her tits, oh my Lord, dog.
Dude, her neck is getting real turkey.
Yeah. Dude, I'll play with that too. While I'm stick my little finger in there, you know?
I'll tell you who's a hot piece. Who's a hot piece for an 80-year-old?
AOC?
That Nancy Pelosi. She got big old knockers on her. She's like 86. She's got fucking huge tits.
What's the oldest you would fuck? I would fuck her too, actually, now that I think about it.
What's the oldest I would fuck? I mean, for what?
Just for fun.
Well, it depends on how. If she's good looking, I'd fuck no matter what age. But if it's, I mean, dude, I'd fuck, Nancy Bush's dead body for the story.
All right, well, that's a little. I'm uncomfortable now.
I mean, it depends on what we're trying to get out of this.
That's fair. That's very fair. Now, how young would you go? I'm just kidding.
How young would I go?
Yeah.
I mean, listen, I'm not Jeffrey Epstein here.
Damn it.
I know, but also,
I was hoping to get invited to Randy Valerio Island.
It is weird. It is weird when guys like them that young. It's like, dude.
Yeah, it's uncomfortable.
Like when I stopped being 16, I stopped liking 16-year-olds.
When I was, yeah, it's
at no point in my 20s was like, you know what, a 13-year-old.
Yeah, it's like weird.
As I age, they age with me.
Yeah, I'm dating a 24-year-old. I'm like, it's kind of weird. I'm 27. I'm like, I don't know if I like this.
Yeah, but to be fair, at this age, there is like,
they're way more immature.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like, that's how you know it's like a weird perversion. Like, I can't even look at a 22-year-old. I mean, like, yeah, they could be attractive, but if they open their mouth, I'm like, oh my God, I couldn't possibly find any arousal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. So if there's a 10-year age gap, you just have to pay for it?
Pretty much.
No, I can't even listen to them. Like
that's the point. You won't have to
pay them to keep their mouth shut.
I don't even like their presence. Makes me angry.
Dude, it's the worst.
I know what they think is going on, and I immediately am turned off.
I dated a 24-year-old influencer, and it was the absolute worst. I wanted to kill myself every time she opened her mouth. It was the worst.
Well, influencer. I mean, talk about someone with a lot of prestige, with a lot of a big megaphone and no knowledge.
Yeah. Dumbest human being ever.
Well, I mean, I
love her. I miss her. I'll take her back in a heartbeat. Anyway.
Yeah, well, that's the thing about having a big megaphone nowadays. You don't have to be right. You just have to be loud.
Yeah, literally.
Just loud. All right, let's get to a little news before we get out of here. I know we ran long. Sorry, Mikey. And thank you for ending this on I have to pay for it sex jokes, you fucking pervert. Make me feel real weird about it.
Only if they're 10 years younger.
Don't worry, I'm not on the Epstein list. I would never go to that island unless he invited me.
Dude, I would have gone, but it wouldn't have been for some weird shit. Like, dude, if someone's flying me out to an island, I would love to go. Dude, once I see all that shit going on, I'm like, okay, maybe not for me.
I said 10 years younger. I'm 40. If a 30-year-old wants to let me...
Oh, 10 years is fine, yeah.
Yeah. What are we talking about?
Well, I can't do that because 17, that'd be 17 for me. So I'm gonna
but you know what's legal in Iraq now? 9.
So, can you pull up flights to Iraq?
Right?
No, I'm just kind of...
No.
I'm not Bobby Lee. I'm not Bobby Lee.
We have to respect other people's cultures.
I don't know if I can respect that.
You know, that's what liberals say. We have to respect other cultures. And in Iraq, you can marry a 9-year-old girl. We have to respect that. Are you fucking insane?
Yeah,
right?
That's a child.
You know what I'm saying? But that was one of those examples of
Yeah.
Let's respect everything. Yeah, we have to respect their right to live their way. But if you come here, we can't fuck with that.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to rape children in Iraq, I'm sorry about children in Iraq, but don't fucking bring that shit over here.
Yeah, we'll kill you.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Maybe just grooms them like Drake for 9 years.
Yeah. Wait, before we...
Or R. Kelly, he puts him in a closet. He's gonna pee again. Yeah, little man, little bladder.
This little child.
I had like 6 of those drinks already.
I love him. Oh, Mikey, what a world. So, what do you think about this Iraq war? It's Iran war. Right or wrong? It's unnecessary, but it's opportunistic. That's what I think.
Feels icky for the reasons we got in. It feels like we were pushed by Israel, which I don't
think
like.
So?
Yeah, and I think Hegseth kind of came out and said it. He said something.
Oh no, I heard about that.
He said something to the point of it's like, well, we knew Israel.
They were going to strike, so we struck first.
And then we knew that Iran would attack after, and they wouldn't do the right job, so we just figured we would do it. And it's like, oh well, that kind of sounds like we're bitches and have to.
Yeah, but
that's just. Knowing that, I don't like that. I'm not educated enough on the rest of everything to have, a good opinion to share. But I don't like the fact that we're getting into things based on what another ally of ours that's such a small country and percentage of people is doing. Especially when it feels like they're kind of being offensive. And it's like, I don't think Israel needs to be on the offense. You just fucking destroyed Gaza. You just took all of that.
Yeah. Well, no. What I think is, I think what they did with Hegseth is explain to him what I was just talking about here was, say, hey, if they're not going to be any weaker than now, let's go, kind of thing. But this unlike other times we've come to the defense of Israel, I do think that because Donald Trump is so in bed and so corrupted by all those other Gulf states. And now, for better or worse, because they bought him, they're his partners, they have to back it up. So Saudi Arabia, Oman, UAE, they're all behind this because Donnie was like, hey, you guys bought me and I want to do this.
Oh, the Jews?
Now let's end your biggest enemy kind of thing. Dude, a Jew, and it's one of those things that's crazy. Somehow Donald Trump got Sunni Muslims to make peace with the Jews to where now the Sunnis, the U.S., and Israel are fighting a war with the Shiites.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, 5 years ago, if somebody told you, hey, Joe Biden somehow figured out how to get Saudi Arabia and Israel to become allies against Iran, like, what the fuck? Like, in what world is that possible?
Yeah.
But I agree with you, Mike. It was unnecessary, like I said, but it's opportunistic. And the problem is they didn't sell it like that. They came up with this, we're protecting the protesters and blah, blah, blah. It's like
there's going to be a major bank there within next.
If they said, yeah, fucking they're weak and we're taking them out.
Yeah. We need to
we're wiping them out now.
We need to finish them off. We need to. If that nuke shit's real, we need to finish them off.
Well, the problem is with this is that they're entrenched. Unlike in Venezuela, where they decapitated the leadership and then put in this fucking Dulce woman. They don't have any fucking democracy in Venezuela. They just found a dictatorship they can work with.
Yeah.
The problem with Iran is that there's no dictator we can work with.
Well, did you hear what?
The United States is all about democracy for ourselves.
Yeah.
For other countries, we want dictators who do what we say.
Yeah.
There's hundreds of millions of people there in a huge economy. There's no just take them out.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying, Mike. It's a completely different situation. I think Donald Trump thought it would be like Venezuela, and it's not. Yeah. It is not that. It's 5 times as many people. Literally 1/4 of the world's oil reserves. There's this is a bigger fucking problem.
Yeah.
The only good thing is Iran, God bless them, they're fucking retarded. They started sending missiles.
They're older missiles.
Yeah, no, but they started sending to the other Gulf states. So now all the Sunnis are in our. If they hadn't bombed American embassies,
didn't they bomb Dubai?
Dude, they bombed the fucking hotel in Dubai. That's what I'm saying. If they had not bombed their neighbors, they might have said, hey, U.S., stop this bullshit. Once they started sending fucking missiles over to Oman,
yeah,
they're like, fuck you
business.
guys. Yeah. Fuck you guys. You guys are out.
Yeah.
And that's, once again, I think Donald Trump and his administration stumbled into that luck. They're like, they're going to be desperate and they'll lob someone in the wrong direction. And they did. Because think about it. If Saudi Arabia and UAE and Qatar didn't get hit by Iranian missiles, they'd be like, hey, Donald Trump, stop the war. Nope. The first day they fucking lobbed. I'm like, you idiots. But that's I think the genius of Marco Rubio. I think he knew, he's like, if we hit them, we're going to fire back at our now new allies in the region.
Yeah.
Because
it's going to be easier for them to hit.
All the countries that signed the Abraham Accords are the countries that are now our allies. Dude, most of the Middle East is with the United States in this war, and most of Europe is not. which has never happened in any Middle Eastern war.
That's crazy. Why isn't Europe with us?
Well, now
they are. It's a shitty war.
Yeah, because it's an unjust war. But we lobbed missiles at a country that fired at their local enemies, right? And they fired back at their local enemies. So now they're on our side. and the other, and Iran controls 25% of the oil. The countries in our camp now control the other 75% of the oil. So Europe has no other option but to be on our side, because they're not buying oil from Russia anymore. They have to buy from the Gulf states. And the Gulf states are on our side. So they kind of backed everyone into a corner.
Kind of smart.
Yeah, but there's no good end game way to get off. So now we're looking at some Vietnamese shit.
Mike's right.
And they're going to shut down all of the trade, and everything's going to slow down, and it's going to be a war of attrition where they don't care because they're willing to fucking go there. Where we're not. I'm not willing to fucking do with all this shit.
That's where they fucked up, Mike. The question is we didn't have a separatist government ready to put in their place. So we killed the Ayatollah. If we got rid of all the Iranian Revolutionary Guard, we don't have a government in the country to put in their place. So now it's just going to be it's going to be the question is what's going to happen? Who's going to take over?
Well,
this is what's going to happen over the next 6, 7, 10 years.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
I just saw, I don't know how true it is because I get all my news from a Instagram meme account.
That's how I get my news. Yeah. Well, no, that's how I find out about news. I look at my memes like, oh, what's going on? And then I go to
I'm like, oh,
I go to AssociatedPress.com. Wait, what? What happened?
Yeah, literally how I found it. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah. Sorry, I'm not trying to play footsie with you. Or maybe I am. Yeah. But I saw that we bombed some place in Iran where they were having like a meeting, and we killed
the whole
88 people in one strike. I was like, Jesus Christ! Like, who's left? They're gonna have their janitor of their terrorist organization lead it? Like, what's happening?
No, the Ayatollah was smart. So he had over the last 6 weeks, this came out today. I was listening to it. Fareed Zakaria, fucking great reporter. He said, yeah, they have so. Once we started sending the battleships and the carriers toward the Gulf, the Ayatollah called in his leadership and said, all right, each one of you have to pick 4 levels. I want 4 levels of succession. So if I die, I'm naming the 4 guys after me. If you die, I want the 4 guys after you. Mm-hmm. So every head of a department, every ministry head, even the Ayatollah has 4 levels of succession. Mm-hmm. We've eliminated 2 rounds, so we got 2 more rounds to go. Because I was telling you before we started the podcast, we killed the Ayatollah, and then 5 hours later, we killed his successor. So now we got to kill 2 more fucking guys before they're out of Ayatollah.
Right.
So we got to
whack-a-mole.
We got to whack 4 levels of bullshit here.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I did when
right. I mean, how devilish is that though? The guy's like, I know I'm going to die in this one.
Yeah.
He's like, but let's fuck with him on the way out.
Can you imagine stepping into your role and then dying 5 hours later though? That's crazy,
dude.
I mean, no thanks.
As soon as the American warships, I'm like, I don't want it. I don't want the job.
Go to the next guy. I'm good.
No, but this is how fucked up the regime is. If he said I don't want the job, they'd have killed him on sight.
He's dead.
He's dead either way. He's like, okay, I guess I'll take my chances with the Americans since I know with you I'm dead. If I say I don't want to be the next Ayatollah, they're going to kill you for insubordination. This is how oppressive regimes work. Everyone in that country is more scared of their own country than they are of the Americans. Can you imagine how fucking brutal that country must be?
For sure.
Like to be. I can't think of anything more devastating than the U.S. military. To be more scared of your own leader than the U.S. military. That guy has to be an absolute fucking monster.
Yeah,
absolute monster.
And thank God we finally fucking killed him, bro. We sank all their warships too.
Oh my God, we have to kill a few more. The problem is that their people aren't armed. The 80% of the people that are against the government aren't armed. We got to find a way to get them guns to take over the streets.
Well, I mean, maybe not, because I did see them
we're friends with Syria now, which is on the border.
Yeah, but I did see them I saw a bunch of people attacking a U.S. consulate in Iran.
Oh yeah, no, that was in Karachi, and we fucking killed all of them.
Yeah,
we killed 22 and injured 120.
22 out of how many?
A few hundred people tried to bum rush the consulate in Karachi in support of Iran, and we murdered 23 and injured like 160 of them.
Good. Fuck around, find out.
Well, I mean,
fuck around and find out.
No, yes, I agree. Listen.
Play stupid games, win stupid prizes.
When people get down on the way America does business, it's like, yeah, we're not perfect, but do you think China would be better if they ran the world? Do you think Russia would be any kinder if they were the hegemonic power, the global emperor type? That's why I don't like this America First bullshit. It's like, no, America only. Like,
Yeah.
like the whole world should be under our control because I don't trust any other government. Our government's fucked up, but I can tell you every other government's worse.
For sure.
You know, like
we're the
I don't
most
think
soft
Xi
government.
Jinping, if he had America's global power, would be as generous as we are.
Have Kim Jong-un run the world.
Yeah,
He has fake grocery store set up. You can't even
dude,
say...
he killed his own brother and sister with poison in their face in a fucking airport in Singapore.
Yeah.
You're like, these aren't good people. Do you think Vladimir Putin would be so generous?
I was just about to say, Godfrey has an unbelievable joke, like where he, have you know Godfrey?
I love Godfrey, yeah.
He's one of my favorite comedians. He has a joke where he's like in Russia, he's like, I can't even talk bad about Putin. He's like, you talk about Putin bad, you talk bad about Putin, go to jail. Yeah. Like, dude, it's hilarious. He's like, I was terrified. He's like, you literally could not say one bad thing. He's like, everyone was praying to him. It was crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it was one of those things. There's like 1,000 quotes about American democracy and diplomacy. One of my favorites is I think it was Churchill who said, "Americans do the right thing when they've tried everything else."
Yeah.
And I think my other favorite, I think it was one of the American presidents said, it was Ben Franklin who said, democracy, capitalism is the worst system except for all the others. Like it's just at the end of the day, like nothing's perfect.
Yeah.
Right. And America does kill people irrationally and illegally. Sure. But do you think if any other government had the power that this government had, that they would be as magnanimous as we are? I mean, it would be if Putin had our army, it would be fucking a travesty.
Yeah.
Xi Jinping, name any other leader.
If
fucking Netanyahu had our goddamn army, it'd be a fucking problem. You know, like
I kind of like want that to happen at some like on some level too, because I'm like,
oh, you get what you asked for. You want to see? You want to see what it's like?
Yeah.
I wish people could spend like 2 hours in an alternate universe to see what it was like.
Well, I know. You know what had happened to Christian? What would they do to him for putting his fucking shoes on a white? Yeah.
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 It's not very Italian of him.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he has his shoes on in the house.
I know, right?
Well, he's used to there being plastic over the furniture. So,
literally.
You know.
I know how he grew up. We'd have fucking taken that foot.
Huh?
We'd have put that foot on the wall to remind the next people.
Yeah.
We'd have cut it off. We'd have put it on the wall and been like, no feet on the furniture. Or this is what happens.
Yeah. Well, look, we're just having a laugh at World War III here because what the fuck else are we going to do? You know?
Yeah, literally.
You know?
I'm going to get
drafted. I agree with you, Mike.
Christian's going to fight in it at its age.
Yeah, no,
I'm past the draft age, and I have contacts, so they won't draft me. I have terrible eyesight. I'm not getting drafted. I'm chilling.
What's the age?
Depends. Well, now with the Selective Service, you have to register at 18. But I'm sure if we had if World War III actually happened, I mean, dude, they drafted everyone up to 40.
Bro, how's he not a draftable, able-bodied?
Oh, he would be if it was like legit, like if it was like World War II, he'd go before you and I.
Dude, you're built for the front lines.
No,
yeah.
Listen,
trench warfare.
I gladly would if I got drafted. I would gladly serve my country proudly.
Depends. Not in Vietnam. World War II, everyone went because it was a just war.
Nah, even then, kind of like Olympic athletes. You're representing your country. I will gladly fight for and die for my country. I don't care if fuck what it is.
He'd be sprinting through the fucking trenches. No, just bullets flying above him. No problem. Just
my God, yeah. Trenches. He doesn't have to duck.
But I feel like that's
why a foot over his head. Dude.
Don't you want big guys to be in there? Like you want big, strong guys to be in the military.
No, we want people who can avoid bullets, and you're a small target. We want more of you.
But also, I have terrible eyesight.
That's what
I have.
That's why the Japanese were so hard to kill in World War II. They were so tiny.
I thought you were going to say
bad eyesight.
I thought you were saying that's why they got no kills.
There was 1,000 jokes in that.
That's why we beat them.
They got no eyesight. It's squinty.
Yeah, we beat.
They couldn't see. They couldn't open their eyes.
But I have negative 6'6" vision. I'm not getting drafted.
Well, I'm not getting drafted because now I'm thankfully way too old. I'm going to be 43.
God damn.
Thank God. I missed all the. I now get to armchair quarterback it from.
I've donated enough taxes.
Yeah, no, I haven't.
I've paid for the war.
I paid for the war.
I kind of sometimes this is gonna be insane, but sometimes I want another country to try and invade. If another country tried to invade, I'd literally give up everything and fight right now.
No, I think they've seen the result of that.
They would It's impossible. It's impossible.
We're the only country to drop any nuclear warheads, and we dropped 2.
Yeah.
And the second one, we didn't need to drop. We just said, let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Let's try a different nuclear warhead.
You know what? Hey, let's make sure they did.
Those other countries see what we do to elementary schools.
Yeah.
You think they're trying to come over here?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
they see what we do to each other. They're not walking in this fucking.
We have more.
Have you been to Texas?
I think there's more armed civilians. Like, we make up more armed civilians than anyone's army, I feel like.
There's 500 million guns in the country and 350 million people. We have 1.5 guns to every person.
Yeah.
That's what we know about. I mean, that's like the registered weapons.
Well, I also
God knows how many unregistered weapons there are.
Oh, I worked in a gun store. You'd be surprised how many guns we were selling a day.
Oh, well, a lot of them end up 90% of the guns in Mexico come from the United States. Money and guns go south. Drugs come north. That's how it works.
The people who own the gun store were telling me, you should buy at least 2 guns and then file the serial number off. Like the guys who own the gun store, like, you should have a ghost gun.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, okay. Between when I live with my 2 other brothers,
there's something Trump's cracking down on that nobody realizes. They just arrested father and son who were transporting 800
guns?
AR-15s and 10,000 rounds of ammunition down to the Mexico border. The U.S. Customs and Border Patrol caught them on the way down south with this shit. And they said, whoa, and they arrested them. Like, yeah, we're trying to stop fucking drugs coming from up here. But if those guns go down, they're being traded for drugs.
Yeah.
So they stopped the guns to stop the drugs. But every other administration before that, have you heard anybody getting caught going south of the U.S. border with anything?
No.
Never.
But have you seen the CJCG cartel, whatever cartel? That's down in Mexico right now because their head guy,
the
Mencho,
the Nueva Generation, Jalisco cartel.
Yeah, Mencho, whatever the fuck his name is, got killed. Bro, I saw videos of their cartel, and they are decked out with military
they have missiles,
grade gear. Yeah, missiles,
Stinger missiles.
Dude,
they took that out of a Mexican helicopter.
Yeah, I'm like, where are you getting? This from?
With a U.S. Stinger missile. The United States. Who do you think? Our biggest export, I swear to God, are what they call machined parts, but it's military arms. Our second biggest export, food, corn, grain. Mm-hmm. Our third biggest, I think, is medicine. So we supply the world with guns, food, and medicine. So we're basically supplying war globally.
Kind of cool.
You guys want to eat? Here's some food.
Yeah,
dude, we can starve China. They don't have enough food. They don't grow enough food to feed themselves.
They're all so skinny and sickly. They're all like, we can easily starve them. They live on rice.
I mean, one of the reasons why the other Arab states outside of Iran are our friends is because we've sold them every piece of military hardware they've had for the last 25 years.
Yeah,
dude, Iraq. When we fought the war in Iraq, we were fighting against our own machinery because we had been selling it to Saddam before we fucking turned on him.
Yeah, it is kind of retarded.
No, well, we supplied it. No, because Iraq fought a war against Iran in the 70s, and we supplied Saddam with those arms. And then when he started fucking around and tried to expand, we had to clip him, and we had to fight our own fucking military weapons.
So if we ever have any issues with Ukraine, we'd have to fight our own military equipment again. Because all the shit we gave to, didn't we?
No, we give them the missiles, but now they are the world leader in military drone technology.
Who, Ukraine?
Yes, they manufacture like 4 million drones a month or something like that.
I do see a lot of Russian people.
They are amazing at it.
Have you seen the video of
they probably use 4 million in one a month though? That's the problem.
Yeah.
No.
Have you seen the Russian guy?
It's incredible what Ukraine has done to keep themselves to keep their state alive.
Yeah.
Last 4 years.
God, yeah.
Dude, they went.
That's 4 years.
They blew up 30% of Russia's bombers with drones that they smuggled into the country, hidden compartments in pallet trucks, had them launch and blew up half of their third of their bomber fleet in Siberia, and then video of it.
Wait, but that shit's been going on 4 years now.
4 years. 4 years in February 22nd. 4 years.
That's insane. That they've been holding out that long is crazy.
Yeah, dude. As I'm saying, I mean, Russia's the second biggest military, or it was now it's the third biggest military behind U.S. and China, and they're holding them off.
I mean, yeah, because Russia has.
When you say they've been holding them off, let's just say we've been funding this war for 4 years.
Yeah, but we haven't been fighting it.
Yeah, but we've been funding it.
Yeah, but what would you rather do? Have boots in the ground or give somebody else our bombs?
No, but if we're funding to pay for a war with Russia,
yeah, but you know we got all their mineral rights. It's like a debt,
yeah, true.
It's not like we give it to them for free. We took all their minerals in this deal.
It's a loan. It's a loan.
Yeah.
We sure know a lot about that.
Yeah. Well, listen, debt runs the world, baby.
Excuse me. Who the fuck are we in debt to?
38 trillion. The vast majority of it is to one, American citizens, because pensions buy bonds. 2, Japan, I think, is our second biggest bond buyer. 3, China.
But that's just insane.
Well, I was saying, what are they going to ask for it back? What are they going to fuck yourself? It's like giving a loan. It's like giving a loan to the mob boss. Who's going to collect?
Yeah, no one's collecting.
It's a bad loan.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about I kill you? Oh, never mind. I mean, that's really what happened. That's really what we did.
But just the fact that the world itself is in debt.
Oh, the world's in debt to each other, and no one.
Like I did see a funny tweet that like a long time ago. He's like, I just heard that the world is like $38 trillion in debt. Who are we in debt to? The motherfucking Decepticons or some shit? Yeah. I saw it. I laughed for like 5 minutes. I was like,
yeah, we are literally just in debt to each other.
Yeah.
But that's the thing. At the end of the day, it's like, what the fuck are you gonna do? Like, are you gonna call your loan? Good luck.
But also, we make the money.
Oh,
so how are we in debt?
We print it.
So how are we in debt? Print the money.
Well, we can go off another hour and a half on how big of a Ponzi scheme fiat currency is. I can tell you right now, every paper currency in the world is a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah, it makes no sense. Currency is such a weird thing.
Well, it's just like Bitcoin. We believe it has value because we believe in it.
Yeah, I'm giving you this piece of paper that I believe is worth $20 for this. Like it's crazy.
And what? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, just like gold. It's like cigarettes in prison or ramen noodles in prison. It's like it's just a way to
barter trade.
Yeah, it's barter. It's tomorrow rocks can be the next fucking currency.
Literally.
I mean, well, after
banks fail.
After World War III, rocks will be the next currency.
Dude, because if the banks crash and everything, we are fucked.
Oh no, that's the real end of the world.
Yeah.
We came closer to that in 2008 when the financial collapse happened than we ever have since World War II. I mean,
yeah, that's
dude. If the banks didn't open after the markets crashed in 2008, it would have been chaos. All right, let's get out of here with some a little lighter news stories real quick. I'll make it quick, Mike. I know we ran long.
That's the second time I'll make it quick. We know we ran
well,
long.
he fucking went to the bathroom, and then I asked you your opinion, and we got into Israel, and you started hating on the Jews because you're anti-Semitic.
I knew it. I fucking
You started blaming them for the Iran war.
Yeah, you guys haven't seen my tattoos when I take my shirt off.
What was that movie? Edward Norton.
Like,
it's like
I
that.
did
It's like
see a weird.
He's like Ed Norton in that movie.
Yeah, American History X. Great movie. I did
Mike
see
takes his
Mike.
shirt off. All of a sudden, he's jacked with just Nazis.
He did have a weird red armband on the other day.
He was wearing that coat that Greg Bovino wore around Minnesota. It was weird.
Huge Tommy Hilfiger fan now recently. Kind of weird.
He's got a Hugo Boss.
Oh yeah, that's what I meant. Hugo Boss. Fuck. I fucked it up.
I knew where you go with that. You got a Hugo Boss. I've never seen Mike in a suit, but all of a sudden,
pull it off.
He really slimmed you down.
Tommy Hilfiger's widely known as racist too. So
hell yeah.
I mean,
that's why I'm wearing them.
Well, don't pull your cock out here. Don't embarrass yourself. Yeah. After. All right, let's switch gears here. 80% of women are competing for the same 20% of men. Sociological research and relationship market studies suggest that a relatively small percentage of men are viewed as highly desirable by a large percentage of women. Various analyses of partner selection patterns indicate that women tend to concentrate interests around men perceived as high status, financially stable, and physically attractive. Behavioral scientists explain this through evolutionary psychology and social dynamics. Factors such as income, social status, confidence, and other physical cues are perceived as and ambition are perceived as often attractive, whereas men are way apparently more forgiving than women in terms of. And this is all based on dating apps.
You want to know what's really depressing?
What's that?
I just realized I'm not in that 20%.
Yeah, well, most men aren't.
Yeah,
I'm not in that 20%. And this is the problem with dating, and this is a big online dating study. This is the problem with dating online, right? It turns it into window shopping.
Yeah, honestly, it's the worst.
It is. But also, it preys upon people's innate thing. Like, listen, all of us want to fuck the hottest model in the world, right?
For sure.
But we're all old enough to remember when you had to meet a woman on the fucking street, and that wasn't a possibility.
Yeah.
Right.
And
women don't have that cognitive ability. Women think because the world for the last 20 years has told them, do you, girl. Mm-hmm. You know, you get whatever you want. It's your world. It's like, yeah, so why wouldn't I have the best guy in the room? It's like, well, there's only one fucking LeBron James, and you ain't it, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like they believe that they're better than what they are.
Oh, every single woman always believes that, and it's always a lot of the time it's always the heavier ones that are like that too.
Well, it's part of the reason of that I think is because of this online dating thing is because they don't face rejection the way men.
No,
men face rejection.
Men are also a lot more desperate. I feel like if a hot woman,
well, we'll take what we can get.
Yeah,
a man will take what he can get. Women will never take what she can get.
Exactly. Like 9 times out of 10, if an attractive woman DM'd a guy on Instagram, never met, said, "Hey, I think you're really cute,"
He'd be on it in 5 fucking minutes.
But if a girl did it
right now?
Yeah, he'd be like, "Oh, I'll be
you
there
want to
in
go
10.
on a date? Are you busy tonight?
Yeah, I'll be there in 10.
Yeah.
But if a guy did that, they'd be like, "Ew, who's this fucking creep? I don't know." It doesn't matter if you're attractive or not either. Like a girl, like it's just.
Oh my god, we've all seen on the internet where famous guys have been outed by just random OnlyFans models because they fired in their DMs.
Yeah.
You know, women
makes me feel good inside to know that those guys shoot and miss too.
I know it is humbling.
Well, no, because at the end of the day, a man can't just be famous and successful.
No,
he has to like that. That's how difficult women are. You have to bring what else you got.
Yeah,
you're like I don't care. You're fucking the president of the United States. And you got $170,000. What else you got, Donnie?
Yeah.
You know,
that's why you got to just find the girls like off the apps like that.
And that's what you gotta get back to. Because there's the in-room chemistry. You're right. Women don't know what they want until it's in front of them.
Yeah.
Right. Like they're like, oh, I want a guy who's 6'2", makes $200,000 a year, has 0 kids, a huge cock in a house, and what is she bringing to the table?
Nothing.
4 kids from some other fucking guy.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you're bringing nothing to the table, baby.
Just a headache.
Yeah. You're not gonna get LeBron James when you're a fucking toad.
Yeah.
But all women believe, just like men. Just like online dating has corrupted men to just think swipe. Women think, oh, I can wait out until I get what I want. No, you need to wait to the end of the earth. Get out there and meet somebody, and you're like, oh shit, I have a connection with this guy.
Yeah.
You know, like we have a thing going on. We have chemistry. You know, that's the thing. Like pheromones play a role in this. Like you don't, dude. How many times I bet there's girls you've dated. You're like, yeah, I wouldn't be normally attracted to the black girl. I wouldn't be normally attracted, but fuck, I met her. She's fucking great girl, man. Like. And you got more and more attracted as you built that chemistry. You know, like it's one of those things. Like, but women are delusional in that unless they're confronted with their option, they live in this fantasy world of this is what I deserve.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? It's
like until they're forced to face reality.
Yeah, it's not about what you deserve. It's about what you can work with.
Yeah, and what you can get.
And but that's what life is. It's all compromise. Like I always say this. Like if you meet anyone who can meet 80% of what you want.
You're golden.
The question is, can I work? Can I figure out the other 20%? Can I laugh off the other 20%, or is it not that annoying? Right? Because you're never gonna get 100. No one gets 100.
No
one gets 100. But 80% is shit. I can make this work, right? But you have to figure out whether or not you can deal with that 20%.
And if you can't, I feel like you're the problem.
Well, it depends.
You got to be able to compromise.
Well, but there's certain things that 20% varies, right?
Certain things. What it is.
There's always 10% you can't compromise on. It's like, you know. I can't compromise on this or that. He's a smoker, or he's a fucking wife beater, whatever. Like there's certain.
Sounds like she has a listening problem then.
Yeah. Sometimes she just has it coming.
Yeah.
But there's certain things you can't compromise on. But that's the thing. Like figuring out, like, oh, he's got 80% of what I want, and the other 20% isn't so annoying that I would give up the 80.
Yeah.
That's and vice versa for men. That's the thing about meeting people in person that the new dating environment is fucking up.
Yeah.
You know. That's why so many women are single. It's like they're all waiting for the 20%. You're not going to get it. You're outnumbered 4-1.
Yeah. So the black girl I met that day, met her online, and it was a terrible relationship as time went on. This new girl I'm dating, met her in person at work. Like immediately felt like that connection was stronger, and like it's a better connection. And I feel like you can get a better read on person when you meet them in person.
It's the only way.
Yeah,
it's the only way.
Like.
That's why I like in-person meetings when it's important. It's like, if it's just
you vibe quicker, you
want to shake someone's fucking hand.
Exactly.
I want to know what the fuck is your deal. You know, you got to see how they move in the world.
Yeah. And if I do match with a girl on a dating app, I don't text long. I'm like, listen.
No, you got to get outside and you got to meet them.
I was like, I can't do this whole texting thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna lose interest in about 35 seconds.
Yep. So 72 hours. I got to meet you, or I'm fucking done.
Exactly. Like I need the date planned the day we match.
Yeah.
I don't care how soon it is. That might sound insane, but the date can be.
No, it's smart. It's like you pull off the band-aid. Is it going to work or not?
Yeah.
Let's go get drinks. We'll spend an hour. If I don't like you don't like me, we can call it off.
Not even drinks sometimes. Just coffee. We'll meet during the day.
Yeah, 20 minutes.
I just need to see you to see if we can vibe and because you can tell a lot when you first talk to someone. Like it's within the first 5 minutes whether you click or not. And then that's it.
Yeah. Well, for all mammals, something like 80% of communication is nonverbal, including human beings.
Yeah.
So it's just like, do you, look
can
me,
tell from the
do you look me in the eye
Yeah.
when I talk to you, right? Are you? Did you show up on time?
Yeah.
Did you laugh at my jokes? Mm-hmm. Or better yet, which jokes did you laugh at? So I know where you stand on things.
Exactly. I'm always texting to I'll always test to see where they stand. That's the best way to do it.
What are you
Christian's
judging?
Always testing to see if her hands are bigger than his. Like fuck.
They always are too.
LA, they'll get you. It's tricky out here.
Well,
She got a bigger Adam's apple.
Dudes, her Adam's apple's as big as her balls.
Yeah. She's asking to borrow my shoes. I'm like, oh, all right.
Say, hey, buddy, how much you bench?
Yeah. We're using the same deodorant. One girl did ask to borrow my underwear one time. I was very uncomfortable.
Why did she ask you to borrow underwear? What, did she slept in her house and you shit her pants? Because that's a keeper. A girl who takes a shit on the first date, that's fucking big to get.
See, I don't like that.
That's a keeper.
I can't do that. That one of the girls did that right when we started. She came to visit me for a couple of days. Within the first day, right when she had to go to the bathroom, she'd go into the bathroom, leave the door open, and pee while looking at me like that.
Pee ain't so bad. She ain't taking a shit though.
But even what she did while taking a shit, she left the door open and was staring at me while she did. I was like,
that's wild.
I was like,
what kind of people? What kind of parents raised her? That she
I was like, oh my god! I was like, what are you, a dog? What
kind of parents? I shit with the door open.
Yeah,
all right, baby.
While making direct eye contact with me too and smiling.
Yeah, who was she? Fucking LBJ. Apparently, Lyndon Baines Johnson, our former president, used to take a shit and during cabinet meetings with the door open. Was she that guy?
It literally. That's when I was like, that would have been my 20%. Can I compromise on it? Because it did really weird me out that she did that.
Yeah, that is fucking weird.
I was like,
was she in her house or yours?
Mine. She came to visit me.
Yeah, that's real aggressive, son. I mean, it's one thing to get dump in your own house and leave the door open. Then to go to someone else's house to get shit with the fucking door open.
It was in my room too. It was in my room. I was laying in my bed, and she's like, "Oh, I gotta go to the bathroom really bad," and walks into my bathroom, leaves the door open, and I'm watching TV, laying in my bed, and I just look over, and she's just staring at me like this,
just going red face, just a vein on her neck.
I was like, "What are you doing?" It was so uncomfortable.
Give me your number. She's single.
She's dead to me. She's dead to me. I still love her. So what else? What other news?
What else do I got here? Oh wow. This is interesting. Watching porn with your partner can actually strengthen your relationship, according to psychology. Watching pornography with your partner can actually strengthen your relationship. Surveys show that shared experiences boost trust and improve your sex life. Awkwardness fades, fetishes get revealed, and there are more topics to talk about. Relationships become calmer and more harmonious. I strongly disagree with this study.
Really?
Yeah.
I think it depends on the girl.
Because porn's a fantasy. Dude, men, I feel like in general, men are bored with women's porn, and women are grossed out by ours.
Not again. I think it varies on the person.
I went to art school. Those girls liked porn.
Yeah. Well, let me be fair. I'm a little bit older than you. Me and Mike are a little bit closer in age, but I feel like my generation of women, porn. My generation of men, porn wasn't ubiquitous the way it is now. Well, it wasn't like choking and spitting in your mouth and anal sex were normal when I was.
Yeah, it was just a bunch of pictures. I was a
real innovator in that in my neighborhood.
Randy was telling all the guys,
the only one talking about this when I was a kid. But apparently now everybody likes it. So it took about 25 years for the world to catch up to where I'm at. I'm kidding. But I feel like in general, maybe now because people are more open about it and because because porn is more easier to find, that people have figured out this isn't as taboo or as weird as it was before. But I also think that
it was also more crude back then too.
Yeah, but I feel like part of the fantasy is it not being involved with I think the only thing weirder than jerking off to someone you don't know is jerking off to your own wife. Could you? If someone masturbates to their wedding photos, I'm like, that guy's a serial killer. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like the fantasy is someone who you're not with.
But like, what if you make like videos with your wife?
No, well, that's having sex together and filming it. That's a different thing. Watching porn
while imagining someone else. You think watching porn is weird? Like, cause
no, I don't think watching porn is weird. I think watching porn with your partner is I feel like that's something that, like, you know, that it's a fantasy and it's sort of an escape, and you keep it to the side.
Yeah, well,
you know, like, dude, you've seen The Sopranos. It's like, you know, that's the mother of my children. I'm not gonna cum in her mouth. You know, like there's a certain, you know, like I want to have this relationship, and then, you know, once a week when I'm bored and she's out of town, I'm gonna knock one out to this. Like, you know, it's like, you don't want that for your life. It's sort of.
I wouldn't be against it, but it wouldn't be like a recurrent thing. Like every once in a while, like, yeah, let's throw on a video. Like, let's see this girl get backshotted by 43 black guys, and like.
No, but that's what I'm saying. But that's the other thing too. It depends on what like. If you guys' porn is compatible, that's cool. But if you're watching porn with your partner and it is completely, you're like, oh, you know, what are you into? Like, oh, you know, I like, you know, a hot girl and a guy doing it, and, you know, and maybe she comes on her back. What are you into, babe? She's like, oh, I like when I get run on I like when a white woman gets her train run on her by 48 black guys. Honestly, so like, all right, well, then this relationship, that I'm not bringing it to the table in this relationship. Like, I'm like, I can't give you what you're into sexually, so this is gonna go nowhere.
But
like,
I also vet that on the like I don't watch it.
What do you start out on the first date? Hey, let's watch porn at the coffee shop.
Exactly.
Do you like this?
Yeah.
You just pull up a random
video.
These are my
favorite videos.
You pull up 2 girls, 1 cup. Does it get you
exactly.
hot or what?
I'm like, Rosie Ryder, this is my favorite porn star. But no. Like I ask, like I kind of get into that, like, so I know. I'm like, hey, like I'll like bring up the question, like, do you watch porn? And I'll see what they're into, and then I'm like, yeah, like if you like gangbangs with a lot of black guys, then I'm out, because I can't do that.
Oh yeah,
but,
well,
like,
I don't even go that far. I just ask women. It's like, what are you into sexually? Because
I say that too.
Let me know, because if we have sex, I'll do it.
Yeah.
It's you know, you know, oh, I like this or that angle, whatever. Like, I do appreciate a woman who owns her sexuality.
Yeah.
In the sense that she's not like repressed, like, oh yeah, no, this is what I like sexually, and she'll tell me what she wants.
Yeah.
So I can satisfy her.
Yeah. It's the best. We don't have to figure it out.
Listen, I'm not Marvin the mind reader. I'll do whatever you tell me.
Yeah.
Men are that literal. You know.
Yeah. Tell us what you want.
And we'll do it.
Yeah.
But when it's like, oh, I've never masturbated, like, that's weird.
Yeah.
Dude, I dumped one girl because she wouldn't let me go down on her. She's like, oh, I don't like it. I'm like, why not? You know, some guy did it once, I didn't like it. I'm like, well, you won't let anyone try again?
Yeah, I don't like that either.
10, 15 years ago. I'm like, that's fucking weird.
That is weird.
That's fucking, like, that repression weirds me out more than she say, oh yeah, do this, this, and this. Okay, I'll do that. You know? But there's certain things, like, you know, I feel like there is still a certain amount of privacy and space you have for just, you know, useless daydreaming exploration. Like, you know, like I don't need to know everything. Like, would you want to know everything any girl you ever dated has ever done sexually?
No.
I don't want to know. Like,
I don't want to know any of it until I discover. If we discover it, pretend like it's your first time. Like, if you've done it a bunch, like, listen, if I put it in your ass and you're like, oh my God, lie to me and say I've never done it before.
Yes.
Please lie to me. I don't want to know that you've been, like, that's your favorite thing to do. Like,
just leave it alone.
Yeah. Let me think I'm the first guy on the moon. Like, you know?
Like, exactly, dude. It's one of those things. It's good if you find a compatibility, but if you're like, holy fuck, you know,
you're too experienced.
Yeah, it's like hey, I want you to lock me in a dungeon. It's like, hey, that's kidnapping. Like, I can't.
I'm for it, but, you know, like, what have you gone
choke
through?
me. I was like, really? I think the cops are gonna have a problem with this. If you, like,
dude, someone's like pour hot candle wax on me, like, what?
You know, bruise me. I'm like, no,
yeah.
You know, I've been down that road before. The cops show up, I'm like an asshole.
Have you heard of CNC?
What's that?
Consensual non-consent.
Oh my God, have I heard about this? Dude, you were here. Fucking Sophia Locke brought that up. I'm like, oh, you mean consensual rape? She goes, yeah.
Dude, I didn't know what it meant. And like, I met up with a girl and like, she's like, that was my kink. I was like, yeah, sure, we'll try it.
It's the biggest kink that women have. 70% of women have that.
Really?
Fantasy.
Dude, it scared me. Because like, I would start having sex with her.
This is the Me Too era. We're fucking like, hey, can you write this down on paper before I smack the shit out of you?
I still have all the texts. But like, I was like having sex with her. She's like, no, stop. I was like, I'm sorry. She's like, no, what are you doing? Keep going, pussy. I was like,
exactly.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm so confused. Like, dude, like, she was like crying during it. She's like, stop. I'm like, your neighbors are gonna hear this, and actually, I'm gonna get fucking arrested. Like,
yes, dude. Yeah, dude.
I was like, I'm not into it.
What a mindfuck that is. It's like, hey, we're in the Me Too era, but act like you're taking me against my will. I'm like, it's like, can you put that on paper before we do this?
Yeah. Like, dude, I was so scared during it. I was like, dude, I was like, am I doing this right? Like, it was terrible. Well, don't ever do it.
I've always said, a woman's no is it really no? Yeah. And honestly, this is
no means yes. No,
this is an old joke of mine. It's like if men took the first no as permanent, we'd be out of people within 2 generations.
Oh yeah.
No's like no, not right now.
Yeah.
It really try again later.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't be weird about take the no and say, I'm just playing around and check back in a day.
Come back about it a different way.
Yeah, see the next date. Hey, maybe now.
It's kind of if you think about it, it's like a primal thing, because if you think about it with animals too, like all animals have to like do like mating dances and they get denied at first and then they come back. Yeah.
And that's why it's so important to meet people in person, to know this about them. Like because you can bullshit all you want over text, but how do you know what their boundaries are unless you're fucking playful with them in person?
And also, like,
because you can get those non-verbal cues. Like, a woman might say no, but she'll bat her eyelashes.
That's what I was just about to say.
Or she'll say no and then tap you on the shoulder, which means not now at the bar. Do it later when we're alone.
Yeah, but like when a girl's like no, like oh okay, you mean it? Okay, I'm sorry, I'll back up. Yeah, but like you just said, like no, like girls do it because it's the game. Yeah, it's the game they want to play.
Well, they don't want to seem slutty. They want to seem like it's their choice.
Exactly,
not yours.
And they want you to pursue that. Like when they do the no, like and do that, they want you to pursue them. That's the green light,
but on their terms.
Yes, yes,
always on their terms, right?
Like they want to make it seem like they want it too, but they want it to make it seem like that you want it more than them.
Have you ever heard the reverse, hit a girl with a no? Oh my god, dude! I've never seen a more devastated look on the face. Like, no, what? I don't stop. I'm not into it. They freak out.
I've done that to a gay guy, not a definitely not a girl.
Only because you can pay
don't
up.
Stop the podcast because we're almost out of memory on the cards.
Right, no,
don't do that. No.
Oh no, don't do that. Tell people they can find you, buddy.
See Paolo6 on Instagram and Christian.Paolo on TikTok.
Of course, we ran long. I love my Paolo, supreme editor, my guy, fucking Mike Nell.